Oh, I can tell a story now?
You can tell your fire story, sure. No
So
problem.
when I was younger, I was tasked with watching my younger cousins, right? And part of that was just, there's no parents there. Like it was just me.
You're the adult, yeah.
Yeah, so and I was 8. So definitely not old enough to watch children. And my mom had all these candles going. She was like, yo, man, the electricity bill too high, so don't fucking be turning on the lights.
Yeah.
That was it. And I was like, that's all I had to know, right? So then she put one of the candles in the bathroom next to the sink where you turn on the water faucet.
Yeah.
And my cousin, bless her heart, Alice, went in there while we were all dipping our head under to get water. And fucking, I don't know what happened. But I farted and then her hair caught on fire.
Oh,
because she did this and her hair burst into flames. She legit looked like Sweet Tooth. So this is the thing, right? Like, I didn't know what to do, but she reacted so fast that I didn't have time. So what did she do?
She grabbed a towel and dunked it under the water?
No, she went screaming through the house as her hair was on fire.
Oh no!
And
lighting everything on fire.
Like it almost set the curtains on fire.
Oh,
but
shit.
I was so in awe that I was just watching her. If that was the bathroom, I dipped my head. I was like, oh man, she is definitely on fire. And the noise that she made, I have never heard a scream. You know how they have these mock screams, shit like that? That's exactly how
the well house
scream. She was screaming like that, but she ran into the living room and fell on the bed, and I was like, oh my God.
Light the bed on fire.
But luckily, her little brothers, her older brother, no, that was her little brother, and her little sister grabbed towels and patted them out. But
That's
you just panicked, huh?
It was down to the youngins, huh?
I didn't know what to do.
I don't know.
I was so in awe of her head catching on fire, and I was like, dude, her head is actually on fire. It was all of her hair. I was like, how did that even happen? Alice, if you watch this, you know we still laugh about that to this day.
Why would she be watching?
I don't know, man. You never know, dude.
That happened.
Oh, man.
Well, I'm glad your cousin lives.
Yeah, she's okay. Got a nice full head of hair now.
Oh, man.
2 kids, too. For now. I can't wait for her to fucking, hey, I got these candles going in the bathroom. Man, you go in on those candles. My mom never found out about this. That's crazy.
Oh, yeah. I would never
now
tell.
she does now.
Shit, if she's watching this, it's too late, Mom. The 10 minutes already.
Dude, alright, let me tell you guys this.
You want to just go live? You want to just turn this thing on?
Do you want me to just turn this thing on?
Why not?
All right, hang on a second.
Alright, this is a good... I'm
Okay,
so
hang on a
mad
second.
about this story.
Let's save
All right,
it.
hold
Okay.
it for 2 seconds.
Yes. Alright, so he just said he hopes his mom's not watching this. I went to hang out with my cousin who's from Italy, or she just got back from Italy. She was stationed out there with her husband, right?
Okay.
And we're hanging out. It's me and another cousin, and we're talking about stuff, and she's asking me about what I do for work, and I'm explaining and stuff. And my younger cousin's like, yeah, our grandma watches you on Twitch. She's seen you do commentary on a stream before. And I was like, I don't like the sound of that at all.
I was
like,
that.
she's seen me do commentary, and my cousin was like, yeah, she shows all her old people friends how to use Twitch.
Dang,
he
that's
literally
awesome.
said the name Dolores. He's like, her old
Damn.
friend, her name's Dolores, and also Gloria. She
They
taught
are
her.
both old as shit.
That right? That's what I knew.
Her friends are the Golden Girls.
Yeah,
yeah.
I knew immediately.
Those
I was
names
like,
died in 1930.
yeah. So he's like, yeah,
You gotta be pre-30s.
She's like, our grandma's teaching them how to use Twitch or whatever, and I was like, whoa, that's super crazy. I was like, so she watches when I do tournament commentary. And he's like, yeah, and also, I set it up on her phone that every time your stream goes live, it sends a notification. She watches that, and I was like, stop. You mean my personal stream? I'm like, are you talking about my stream, the twitch.tv/sajam stream? And he's like, yeah, I set it up on her phone, so every time it goes live, it pops up on here. I was like, you know the kind of shit I talk about on my stream?
Oh, man.
There is no reason my grandma should ever see or hear the kinds of things I've said on my stream. I was like, oh my God. And I was like, this is a fucking nightmare. I was like, why would you set that up on her phone? He's like,
what are you saying on your Sajam account, man?
Look, you have David
That's what I
worried.
wonder now, yeah.
Some lady came and watched me stream, and it was a chick. I can't remember who she was, but she was like, this is the first time I've heard like Tasty Steve curse. I was like, well, you better get used to it, because I'm only PG for other people.
Dude, it's so weird when people come up to us and they're like, man, it's so weird to hear you swear or hear you curse. I'm like, dude.
Yeah.
It's like your every fourth word, man.
Yeah,
Seriously,
James
dude.
cusses a lot. I curse a lot, but on commentary, I never curse.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
'Cause
Like,
that's
I'm
what-
really good. Like, people have
Yeah.
legit told me, they was like, yo, you curse
Yeah.
like a sailor. How do you not
That
curse?
Yeah.
conversation, didn't that just happen? Somebody was just telling.
I think it was that was another time that
was
it
like
happened.
last weekend or something.
Yeah.
I get that
somebody
all
just
the
asked
time.
us.
Because I don't remember who it was, but there was somebody I was commentating with who's not a usual commentator. They just like work at a company. And like we were doing commentary. I think it was one of the Breakaway people. And like they got on there and they said like, yeah, like we're here, Bo, with Breakaway at Double Helix Studios, and they're definitely not Double Helix Studios anymore. They're Amazon
that's
Game
true.
Studios, so they're not allowed to say that. And then the next word I was blah blah blah. Here this shit, it's going down, and it's blah blah. And they're like, everybody's like looking at them like, you're not allowed to say any of that stuff. And then they're like, the guy told me, he's like, I'm literally gonna cut this and show everybody in the office and show them why we need to hire real commentators.
Yes, excellent.
He's
excellent.
like,
Yo, there's somebody that calls their grandma Nima. Yo, that is sick.
whoa.
Wait, they call their grandma what?
Nima.
Is that weird?
Nima? I've
Nima,
heard
don't watch.
Mima too.
I say
Yeah.
granny.
I just call my grandmother.
I said one was mama and the other one was grandma.
Yeah, I just call my
I didn't
grandma
understand the mama thing until a while ago. Like, babies
mean?
in my family, they call my mother mama.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
as
it's just a
in-
by family
yeah,
thing, right?
yeah.
By the way, I wish you guys could see the lumberjack boots that Steve has. This fool
Yo, my
walked into
boots
the
are
ESL
sick, dude.
studio.
They're right over there. Everybody likes those boots, dude. I
Dude,
love those boots. I never get to wear them. So
I saw you wearing this. I was
Yeah,
like, I've
same
never
here,
seen
Gibby.
Steve wear any.
Wow, Gibby is
Cut him off
bringing-
at the
Gibby
pass.
is bringing the wah wah wah.
Yo, damn, Gibby, for
Debbie
real?
Downer stuff
Yeah.
in this chat right now.
The last one is living and watching me on Twitch.
Well,
That's
at least she lived for that, man. If my grandpa could have, like, my grandpa was basically a mega nerd. And
A mega nerd.
And he was like way into computers and stuff in like the 80s. If that guy could have lived to see what like the
He'd been
internet
losing
is,
it, right?
yeah, like I couldn't even imagine his response. Like he'd be living in his dream world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My family all thinks it's super cool. They basically think it's like sports commentators, and they all like sports. So they're like, yeah, this is cool. Video games.
My parents still don't quite understand what's going on, but
That's
it's all
fair.
good.
Yeah.
Okay, welcome to the Tuesday show. I'm Ultra David.
How are things? I'm Sajam.
Tasty Steve.
And James Chen. James lit at karaoke Chen.
Yo,
Yeah,
you were
that was-
going ham,
You
dude.
know, so I did an analysis. Let me tell you, I wasn't at Canada Cup. You guys were. I did an analysis on my stream of the Canada Cup Grand Finals, and the stream was like, next, can you do an analysis of James Chen's karaoke?
Yo, that karaoke, dude.
They were more excited about the karaoke than any of the other matches.
Someone actually tweeted the next day, they're like, it's easier for me to find links to James's karaoke than it is to find results for Canada Cup.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah,
You
I
were
haven't
really
listened
into
to
it.
It was really intense. The facial expressions are really what sells.
Well, the
it.
problem is, like, I don't, like, on stream, was it just my voice? Because that's what some people were saying, but, like,
Yep.
was the...
I didn't see the stream.
There were some videos, I guess, people took
Yeah,
a bunch
people
of videos.
also
took Definitely
videos.
videos.
Yeah,
Yeah,
including one of them was by Justin Wong, so...
Yeah, and
Yeah.
Sherry posted a
Cherry
video.
also.
Yeah.
I haven't watched them.
Alex Myers
Zoo.
posted a video. a
Zoo
whole bunch
posted
of
one.
people
It was
did.
really
yeah,
good.
Zoo.
Yeah, I'll be too busy to watch those for.
Yeah, that's fun. David has like no confidence in other people like singing or performing or
Really?
anything.
I don't blame him.
Just don't believe it.
I don't blame him.
There was one
James is
time
pretty
I
good.
was trying to like.
James is. It's really the showmanship that gets it for
Yeah,
me. For
yeah,
James,
Oh, really?
yeah. The showmanship is what the most important part for me is for James.
So
I
you're
was trying to like do my Melty Blood rap one time, and like the stream convinced me to
Melty
do
Blood
it.
rap.
And David was like, "All right," and he left.
I don't like
I
the sound of
literally
that.
left the building.
Yeah, he
Yeah, I
left
don't like
I
the-
drove away.
Yeah, I don't like the sound of any of that.
I like it.
That's what I say. All right, well, we're gonna talk about the Canada Cup. We're gonna talk about some other stuff that happened. CPT standings. Why not?
Can I just say that
I don't know anything about them.
every time a cup gets brought up, I call it the Capcom Cup.
Dude, it's hard
It's
because
so
they
hard,
all
right?
begin with the damn
Yeah,
letter
and that's-
CAs. That's
I'll
And
always
I'm
say
sure this
Capcom
happened
Cup.
that one of the times we commentated Capcom Cup, one
Called
of
it
us
Canada
has
Cup.
called it Canada Cup.
Cup.
Oh yeah,
I
yeah,
totally believe
sure
it.
that's happened.
all the time. All
It's
the
so
time.
stupid.
Yeah.
Words are hard.
All right, well, we'll talk about that, and yeah, we'll talk about this, whatever the thing is up here is going to be some miasma. Then events, other stuff, we'll talk about games, looks like community, looks like the default one's up there. All right, so, Canada Cup, I was there.
I was
you,
there.
You three were there.
Yeah, all three of us were there.
Yeah.
It was.
I was not
What do you
there.
think? What are your impressions? before we go with
Canada
results?
Cup as a tournament itself, just as an event.
Yeah, the time.
It was crazy. It was like we walked in, right? So I can't remember who I walked in with, but we look at the ballroom, right? And I'm like, this ballroom is too small. No way all these people are gonna fit in here. And it's like, oh no, actually it's set up for Smash being downstairs as well. I'm like, oh shit, that just fixes everything. And then like I see it like full on packed, and I was like, damn, this is nowhere near as bad as I was gonna like. It was so spacious and roomy that I was just like, damn, I'm comfortable just standing here looking at other people be comfortable. So it was really good.
It was actually a pretty like well attended tournament too. It was much bigger than previous Canada Cups for sure.
I mean, one of the
tournament
things
itself?
I know we talked it about a lot, but Lap Chi said last year pre-registrations were at 400. This year the pre-registrations were at 1,000.
Yeah, he said it was a
That's
lot.
about right.
It's really cool.
But yeah, the tournament itself was really, I mean, from what I saw and what I participated in, didn't seem to go by bad at all. It was really weird because they had a break in the schedule. So like Saturday, like I didn't have to do anything except for if I played in other games.
Man.
So I mean, all in all, shout outs to Toshin as well. Is he in the chat?
He is in the chat.
Yo,
is in
shout
the
out to
chat, he is.
Toshin, man. He actually was like helping me out. While I
I'm
was
so
there, too.
sad I missed hanging out with Toshin.
Yeah, he's cool peeps. He's definitely cool peeps. Hanging out, talking.
He was like, yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing all you guys at Canada Cup. And I was
Well,
like,
You got 75%.
Got him.
it happens.
I saw him as well. It was cool.
I got to play him
We
in
did
some
karaoke
Super Turbo.
together.
Cool. What did you karaoke?
No, we didn't. I would never do that.
Not karaoke?
I would
ever?
never do
David
that.
Wow.
would never. The only time I've seen David karaoke, he insisted on going up there and doing Rick Astley, so we could.
Oh, I don't remember that.
We could Rickroll everybody. Yeah. And
That sounds like me though.
And then David did the whole like the,
Seriously?
the shuffle thing. Yeah.
Wow,
this was
what
in
were
New
you
York.
doing?
This was in New York. This
Oh,
was.
is this one the guy with the
Yeah,
harmonica game?
well, the
Damn, this sounds like an
the
epic
professional.
story.
Yeah, it does.
The professional.
He signed up as the professional.
So you could see
Oh,
who was
shit.
gonna sing this next songs, right? So like L.I. Joe was there, like a whole bunch of people were there, like and everybody you could see the name, like what's your name, what song? You see the name coming up, and then all of a sudden one of them said the professional.
Yeah.
And I forgot. I think it was like "That's What Friends Are For" or something. It was like some crazy
very,
song
like,
like that.
crooner song.
And everyone was like, and it's like seriously this old man who walks in with a suit and looks like he's homeless or something like that. And everyone's like, what
Yo, like
the
it
heck?
was a 6 suit 30 years ago. You know?
Yeah. And then everyone's like, okay. And then he finally gets up there and the song starts and he just busts out a harmonica and is ridiculous.
Oh,
like,
shit.
he's amazing on this
Oh,
harmonica.
damn. Well, did he do the full mouth swipe? The
Oh,
typewriter?
yeah.
Like,
That's great, man.
he
And
did that? Oh,
He
snap.
was doing that and like he just played it and then he, after
Then he
he was
left.
done, walked up the stairs and left.
Like he wasn't
Gone.
with people there. It was basically just like our set of friends.
He's a
and he just like
professional.
walked in there and did his work.
Yeah.
The people who worked at the establishment knew who he was.
So if you ever ask like PR Balrog or L.I. Joe or any of those guys about the professional, about like Ask Flash, you know.
The professional.
The profession.
The true legend.
Yeah, that was really funny. But
Yeah.
I don't remember doing Rick Astley.
Yeah, you definitely. I have photos of it.
I'm not
so-
saying you're wrong. I just
Don't remember it himself.
I wouldn't do
He was
that.
in
That's-
no, that
another
sounds
state.
just like me.
Yeah.
no.
But whenever I do karaoke, it's always stupid stuff, ABCs or whatever. All right, James. Well,
Have you actually done
Of course.
ABCs at the karaoke?
yeah.
That is definitely something you would do.
That is
Yeah.
such a David thing to
That
do.
is such a David
Oh,
thing.
he's a guy.
All right, so
What do you think about it, Jimmy?
Canada
look,
Cup.
Canada Cup is always amazing. I love the event. I've gone every so many years in a row now. I think this is like the 6th year in a row or something
Really?
crazy like that. Lap Chi always does a great time. The after parties are always crazy, and it's just he's done such a good job building a reputation for his tournament. Not just to be a big tournament, but a tournament for people to travel internationally to.
Yeah.
The fact that we got Shogatsu, Matsun, and Kusamundo, 3 ST players, to come out to just play ST
Yeah.
is ridiculous.
They're old folks too.
Yeah, and you know, and they did it largely because they knew a lot of the other Japanese players were going to be there. They some of the guys said that they went to go pick up like Shogatsu and Matsun from the airport, and they were just chilling with Daigo, who happened to land around the same time. You know, so they were already hanging out with him and everything. So it's really Lap Chi has done a great job. You know,
Oh yeah. I mean, you can tell by the audience itself, like the people that I spoke to there. they were so adamant about like pumping up their scene and being like, yo man, like what about Toryuken? Like Canada Cup is sick. Like we like having events here. We like having people like come cross state lines. And I'm like, once I saw that, I was like, man, like this is like legit like an FGC event right here. Like the way it was set up, the people that were running it, like it was everything about it was like FGC, and I really liked it.
It's one of the biggest events. Like outside of CEO, maybe Combo Breaker. Like I don't know. It might even have had more people than Combo Breaker.
Really?
Yeah.
For Street
More
Fighter?
uniques? I don't know. No, I don't think so.
Okay.
There's no way it had more.
Well,
I would really doubt it.
Okay. Well,
I mean, it had a lot of people
It's,
for sure.
it's definitely up there with those.
Yeah,
those
yeah,
two
it
events.
is.
You know, it's.
I
in
mean, like
that-
Combo Breaker
like
had
in that
like
tier.
600 for like Street Fighters.
Oh,
Crazy
really?
like that,
Oh,
right?
okay,
It was like
okay,
something
okay,
super
okay.
high.
It was huge.
Okay.
Yeah, it was huge.
Combo Breaker had a billion people.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was great. I always really enjoy Canada Cup. I always have a really good time hanging out with Canadian folks up there. I like the people who run that event a lot. It's too bad we didn't really get that much time to hang out this time, but for me, the event was like the opposite from you, Steve. You didn't have anything to do on Saturday, and I was doing commentary from 8 a.m. until 11 p.m.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys were there.
It was
I do
pretty
know
wild.
that. I do know that.
Yeah.
I could have helped out, you know, but what else?
I know.
Yeah.
So I got to stop at 9, I believe it was, is when I got to stop, and then I ran over and did ST because that was the most ridiculous thing ever. So.
Yeah. Okay. Let's get to the results then.
Hold on, before we go.
Yes.
Shout outs to Blitzman, Iron Brian, Onigen. Those guys showed me around Toronto, and I had an amazing time.
Okay.
And it was,
Do anything weird?
I mean, I did a lot of stuff weird, but we're going to save that for later. Thank you guys. So much love. I cannot wait to come back. Man, I can't wait. All right, cool.
Yeah, it seemed a really fun event. I like, as a spectator, you guys did a bunch on Saturday. I feel like I spent, like I was like, this is like my first time home in a while on a weekend. I was like, I'm literally just going to sit in bed and watch Canada Cup and be a slob.
Amazing.
I was
sound
like,
fun, man.
let me do this, right? And like, I couldn't believe how long. I got tired watching. I was like, this is a long ass day. I need a break. And I was like, I can't imagine how much commentary you guys are doing, and Beiruti too.
Yeah.
Good work to Bear.
Yeah, Beiruti did a good job.
Self-deprecation, frickin' Canadian commentary. It was very entertaining. 90% of the commentary is like, man, Canada sucks, don't we? It was really funny. He did a good job.
Yeah. I also think it's really funny that whenever he talks about Canadian stereotypes, because he does.
He does super stereotype.
He always brings up maple syrup.
Always.
Like anybody outside of Canada.
I didn't think
knows
about maple
that.
syrup
Nobody
once.
does. Nobody. Yeah, of course. The only people who even think about maple syrup are Canadians. Nobody even knows Canadians. Nobody knows that you guys make maple syrup.
Really? I thought that was like.
I thought it was a common stereotype thing, but there's more things
Like
to
I
stereotype.
know about it, but
why
it's
not
like,
say
who
like
cares?
hockey or like
Yeah.
a boot, right? Or like,
Yo,
like
and that's what's crazy.
or
I was
like
hanging out with people, and it was
Mounties,
coming
right?
out like
Mounties.
Mounties.
The
Yeah.
moose.
The
Yeah,
moose.
moose, fine, igloos, whatever. Like there's plenty of.
Igloos?
It's not
Yeah,
real, but like it's a stereotype,
Maple syrup
right?
is pretty popular, but I think the other ones are more popular probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, hockey
I've only
for
ever
sure.
heard of
hockey,
Canadian mention.
a boot, like
A boot and hockey are
An
two
A,
good.
right?
An A.
yeah.
We almost went to the Hockey Hall of Fame, but when we were at the top of the CN Tower, we got the message that actually the flight was an hour and a half earlier than we had planned.
Yeah,
Because it
because
turned out that it was not delayed.
our flight was supposed to be at 7 o'clock. So we're like, okay.
PM?
Yeah, 7 p.m. And then all of a sudden it was like, your flight's been delayed till 8. Your flight's been delayed till 8:20. Your flight's been delayed till 8:30.
Yeah.
So we're like, we have plenty of time. Let's go to Toronto and hang out. And while we're hanging out there, it's like, your flight is back at 7.
Yeah, we booked it, man.
Who was you guys going through?
YYZ?
No,
Oh, American Airlines.
Oh.
American.
I didn't think
Yeah.
that was legal.
They
I thought that
undelayed you?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
thought once you delay a flight, that's it.
And it was only with an hour and a half to go.
Yeah,
So we had
That's
to-
dangerous,
It totally
dude.
sucked, dude. Anyway, talk about results now?
I'm sure they would have got you a new flight if you missed it,
Yeah.
but that still sucks.
but that's just work.
That's a pain
Like
in the ass.
missing a flight in another
Yeah,
country, I feel like
exactly.
that's like
Sucks, man.
yeah.
All right, so let's talk about some Street Fighter V. Some craziness. Lots of good
let's talk about who did not make top 8 just like right off the bat, because
Yeah,
like this
of
is a
course.
crazy list of people who did not.
the final premiere event.
It is Samurai, XK Samurai, Ramasama, Ray Ray, Yukidon, Lil Evil, Justin Wong, NL, Shine, Tampa Bison, Stupendous, Gamer B, Alucard, Verloren, PR Balrog, Dako, Snake Eyes, Filipino
Jeez.
Champ, Infiltration, Ricky Ortiz, Sien, Shen, Daikoku, K-Brad, and XYZZY were all not top 8.
Yeah.
None of those were top 8.
Those
That's
guys all suck.
ridiculous.
That's
Yeah.
fair.
They were not good enough.
Do we have a tail of the tape like of who beat who?
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
there's
all
a-
on Flow KO, man.
and-
Oh yeah, I
and
forgot
there's
about that.
Match logs here, so there's a whole bunch of.
Okay,
things.
the match logs are on here too.
Yeah, the
so
stream
there's
was
a bunch
really
of-
entertaining. Watching all the matches Saturday was really good. There's so many good matches on stream.
Mm-hmm.
And then of course we've got a top 8. 7th place tied was Nuki with Chun-Li and Daigo Umehara with Ryu. So here's the
He messed up
interesting-
my fantasy bracket so bad.
Dude, I know. I saw.
damn
I saw.
Daigo.
And then 5th place was Bon Chan with Nash, and 5th place was also Alex Myers with Cammy. Now here's where it's interesting. 4th place, John Takeuchi with Rashid. That means that 4 Japanese players made it into top 8, and none of them made top 3.
Yep.
That is crazy.
None of
Yeah,
them
no
made top 3.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Top 3, in fact, was Phenom from Norway,
Who
Xiao
played
Hai.
amazing.
Oh yeah, he played.
Oh, he's very good, yeah.
Xiao Hai from China with Cammy, and Knuckle Dew from the USA with Armika and Guile.
Yeah, you know,
Guile.
Pinch of Guile. Yeah, I mean, he beat Daigo with Guile, right, and a couple of other players. But I think the main thing for me that I thought was interesting was, like, you know, this weekend or whatever in League of Legends, like, the World Finals happened, and the same Korean team has won 3 out of the last 4 years. And I was like, man, imagine if, like, there was never anything like this in fighting games. It's like, you know, America hasn't won a CPT event in a while, but, like, we think about it, it's like, or a premier event in a while, right? Think about it, it's like, what, 2 years?
Yeah.
But, like, man, the domination that other sports have, or other esports have,
Right,
like, that is
right.
so crazy in comparison. Like, the results
Yeah,
are so
didn't
interesting. I think.
some American player or
Win in
non-Korean player-
StarCraft.
Yeah, in StarCraft for the first time, like in StarCraft 2.
Yeah, and, like, ever.
Like that game came out like 8 years ago, 7 years ago.
Yeah, and so, like, it's so crazy. Like, it was really interesting. It feels like it's been a while since the USA won something in, like, a premier event, but it really hasn't been that long.
I mean, look, people have been talking
Yeah.
about the gap is shrinking, you know, et cetera, et cetera.
That's like
for
a League of
long
Legends
time.
meme, yeah.
But for here, right now, in the fighting game community, to say that this year the Japan Cup had no Japanese player in grand finals, and then to have this many Japanese players in top 8 here at Canada Cup and have the top 3 not be in Japan
Right.
at all, I mean, it's getting there. Now,
Japan is still by far the strongest region in the
yeah.
world.
It is
By
by
far.
far the region, but I honestly feel like a lot of it has to do with the fact that it's not in their arcades.
Well, not yet.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
feel like, yo, if it drops in the when it drops in the arcade next year, it might just
People
be
are gonna be coming out of the
Yeah, it's
woodwork.
gonna change. It's gonna change very
might
drastically.
be done. So
But
yeah,
right,
Japan.
right now, I
But-
feel like it's as close as it's ever been.
Yeah.
But one could argue that you look at other games, Tekken 7 for instance.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have that game natively. You can only play Tekken 7 at
Right.
events. However, I mean, we're still getting bopped for the most part. But if you look at the results for like Evo and stuff like that, they're they're
Two
nowhere
Americans in
near.
top 8,
yeah.
yeah.
Like, and they actually beat, like, I mean, look at SCR. Like, Punko got sent to losers. And then, I mean, he still won the tournament and then the tournament after that. But the fact is, it's
The character's pretty good also.
Yeah.
Yeah, this version of the character is
Yeah.
pretty good.
Yeah, because he's already been nerfed. You just haven't
yeah.
been able to play
Yeah.
it yet. So,
Yeah.
but again, obviously the story of this is Knuckle Dew taking first place.
Do I
And,
say?
God, I mean, you just look at this, right? So we've got Takeuchi here, who's 18, Phenom, who's 20, and Knuckle Dew, who's 20.
oh,
Yeah.
the young bucks.
Yeah.
Children.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shanghai is 27.
Right.
Myers is 24.
Yeah, he's 23, turning 24.
Oh, he told me he's 24.
He told me today he's 23, turning 24.
What a butthole.
Oh.
He doesn't know what he's doing.
I guess not. He's got to sort that out.
Yeah.
But yeah, the younger people definitely ended up towards the end. Even 27 in fighting game terms is not that old. Like Daigo is
Yeah, the old people got
35 or
sevens,
something,
actually, yeah.
and Bonchan is similar, and Nuki is similar. And, you know, Gamer B is like 38 or something. Like
yeah,
it's
he's old.
you know, there's a lot of older folks out there. So 27 is even by itself. It's not that
Yeah,
old.
super young, strong finishing in this event. It's crazy to think, right? That they're all that deep. I'm trying to
great.
think.
I mean, we were
There's a lot of
riding,
young players in Capcom Cup this
we
year.
were
too.
riding to the after party in the taxi with Knuckle Dew and Phenom, and I just don't want to.
They can't go.
They're babies.
Well, I mean, like sitting next to the two of them, like I'm as old as they were
combined.
together. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was just like,
Young people.
You won't always be that old compared to them.
yeah, but they never will catch up.
They won't catch up. That's
That's
true.
true.
That's the hardest part about it. So
I didn't know it was a race, James.
Yeah.
that's always the tricky thing about age is you'll never catch up.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, I was talking to Z at one point in time. He was like, "What's going on in the back of the room?" It was sounded excited. I was like, "Dude, ST was super hype." And Knuckle Dew walked up to me. He was like, "What's ST?" And I was like, "Shut up." And he's like, "Seriously, what's ST?" And I was like, "Super Turbo." He's like, "Oh, okay."
Oh, dang.
It's like, man.
Yeah, he's a little young, on the young side.
He's a little
The
young.
uncooked part of that egg. That's
Yeah.
But it's a darn tasty egg, man. It's a
Yeah,
darn
he
good
did.
egg.
I love his Mika. He has like this
Dude,
really.
his Mika's...
Mika's absurd.
I tweeted about it at SCR, but he has like the least gimmicky Mika. Like it's like the most straightforward Mika. It's like he doesn't have really fancy setups. It's like super hard reads and
Like
footsies.
there was one part where he could have killed if he had done the Callisto.
And he doesn't know anything.
The unblockable super,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, right.
By the way,
yeah.
I said Callisto on stream. You're welcome. I'd be in the chat right now. Yeah, so he could have done that, but no, he didn't. Like he didn't, and he didn't need to.
He's not super fancy.
because he just has the best spacing. I was talking with Fubar Duck afterward, a Mika player.
Yeah, who's
And-
very technical.
Very technical,
Super
for sure.
technical.
Always has been, and always has great spacing, and he's always like very aware. And so, I told him that I think Mika's the hardest top tier character to play, and he was like, "I can't believe that somebody else thinks that." Like it, but I think that that's becoming more apparent as it's basically only former Evo champ Fudo, former Evo champ Luffy, and if you want to include him, former Evo champ also Marn, who do any work with Mika at a top level.
Yeah.
So it's really hard, and he identified like 3 or 4 things that dude did that he doesn't see any other Mikas do, and
Yeah.
some of them are technical.
Yeah.
That he after a charge roundhouse he often presses stand jab because it gives him a little bit more time to walk forward before the jab than if he did the short, and a little bit more time to walk forward after the jab than if he did the short afterward.
Oh, okay.
oh, okay.
And he has like a meaty setup with stand short that where you can do short, then you can again do stand short strong, and then
I saw that.
you're far enough away after that even Chun-Li's far stand short
Can't punish. Yeah.
Like so he did have some super technical cool stuff. I
And
just
then-
feel like he's awesome.
Just the fact that he was like with punishing Cammy stand medium kicks with EX,
Oh, yeah.
Peach.
He was playing super defensive too. Was the interesting thing. Like a lot of that,
yeah.
Shao Hai was approaching him.
Yeah, a lot
Yeah,
of people
so
were.
we talked about this in the car, right? I told him that he was playing like Nash, and he said that it was like he
Reminded me of his
didn't
DiCaprio.
he didn't understand why Shao Hai was going in,
Yeah.
but since he was going in, just like run away.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And so he
like,
did.
And Shanghai
Like he
just
didn't
kept
understand
hanging
why that
himself.
worked, but
Well-
he's a good enough player that he recognized it and he
Some
continued.
people actually said, and Knuckle even acknowledged this, that he thinks both Takeuchi and Shanghai got affected by the teabagging.
Teabagging.
Like honestly, like Takeuchi started trying to do it back to him, and then he lost that round.
Yeah.
And against Shanghai, it almost kind of looked like it made him kind of angry.
Like he went in.
Oh, yeah, Zhao Hai guy. You knew he... Once I seen him do that, and I was like, is Zhao Hai gonna shake this? And he legit was like, you mother... And he was just going in. I was like, yo, he got in his head
So
with
I
that.
wonder
he
if
did.
that was.
I think so,
I wonder
too.
if that's a real, like, if that's legit, like.
Oh, yeah.
Something that
Well,
happened,
the thing
so-
is, it's fun. It's as much fun as we make of teabagging. It definitely serves its purpose. Like,
Oh, yeah,
if you even blink at it, you're giving it power, and that might translate into your gameplay. So,
Yeah, I thought Dew's encapsulation of it was really good. He said that if he notices anything at all, or if it takes up any emotion or thought at all in the opponent, then that's a little bit less that they have to use against him in the match.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you know,
and the funny
great.
thing is, like, I know Knuckle Dude does it to hype himself up. That's
Yeah.
why he used to do the shades with Guile.
Yeah.
So which is why every time he did it, I was like, oh, and he's hyping himself up, like on commentary,
the
because I know
power.
that's what he's trying to do. But it definitely affected other people, you know. So
That was so.
shout outs to Dew. He's the best.
yeah,
He is still not. You know, the one weakness is that like Sonic Fox's teabagging speed is like literally 5 times
I
faster
don't
than
understand
Knuckle.
how he does that.
It's so fast, right?
It's crazy.
Yeah, he's got to step it up.
really.
Dude, if
He's
you've
gotta
ever
step up his
ever
teabagging.
seen Sonic Fox
yeah, it's kind of...
teabag,
It looks like he glitches a little bit. He's like...
you know those videos where Desk has like the characters
Yeah,
bounce?
yeah, yeah,
It looks like
yeah.
that, but it's like a human being.
Yeah,
so
it's pretty wild.
When he hits that level, then he will be the Capcom Cup champion. But until then,
Yeah, but also
life is hard.
shout outs to Phenom. Like outside of Shanghai, he obviously was
Phenom. Oh, man.
Shanghai, I mean, like at this point, was everyone's pick to win the tournament, so no surprise he got second place. But he can't beat Knuckle Dude, not even in 4. He didn't beat Knuckle Dude.
Yeah, he had a bad record against him before too.
But Phenom, I mean, obviously the 4 dunks in a row against Taiga was pretty crazy.
5.
So- well, the 4th one stunned him, and then he
I
got
count the fifth one definitely.
It's
counts.
5 in
Okay,
a row.
all right,
Sorry.
Counts for sure.
I mean, it's as much as I would like to not say it's 5. It's definitely
The gospel truth of it is, our
He got
Lord got
5 dunks
dunked
in a
5
row.
times.
He
got 5
Technically
ducks.
correct.
Yeah.
They're playing NBA Jam. He just NBA Jammed this dude.
That was rough.
I'm so mad. I made the NBA Jam reference. I said boom shakalaka,
Yeah.
and David was.
It's
just
about
like,
inflection. How did he say boom? Wait. How did he say boom shakalaka?
Pretty similarly to how he just said it, I would say.
See? Now, if
No,
I was just like,
that's what-
boom
how I-
shakalaka.
No, that's how I
think
said
that's
it.
better. You
That's
said it
how I
like
said
that?
it. Yeah,
Okay.
I said
I
it.
don't- I guess
Boom
I don't
shakalaka.
Oh, I guess you probably did, yeah.
I tried to make it sound like the
I
game.
said boom goes the dynamite.
Boom goes the dynamite. Old man David.
And boom goes the dynamite. All right, we're moving in.
I said it just
Come
like
on
that
and
too.
slam. And welcome to the jam.
So Team USA won the international
State
stage by
Instantly goes back
That's
to the results.
cool. Team Japan got second place. Southeast Asia, which was not really Southeast Asia, but
No, it was
people
such a
who
weird-
speak Chinese.
Yeah.
Yeah, that really was the Chinese-speaking
Yeah.
team.
According to SRK, they got 5th place, and Team Korea below them got 4th place with XYZZY, NL, Infiltration, Punko, and Verloren. Hi.
But shout outs to Team USA. That's actually 2 years in a row now that Team USA has taken it. Last year was from the flash kick genius of Dominion.
Yeah.
This year was because Knuckle Dude destroyed everybody.
Yeah.
He OCV'd the entirety of Team
Yep.
Southeast Asia. It
Yeah,
was
he
ridiculous.
played pretty well. He's all right, I guess.
That kid's
Pretty good.
pretty good.
He was already qualified for Capcom Cup through global points, but that was a pretty
Oh,
crazy.
yeah, well,
So he opened
we'll
the
get to
spot
that
under
whole
him.
fiasco.
Yeah. So Smash Wii U. 7th place was Krim Foish and Death Horse. I almost called him Death Rose. Oh, it's Death Horse. I see how. Okay. So 5th place is Darkara and Yo. 4th place is Javi. 3rd place Mewtwo King. 2nd place Ally.
Dang.
1st place MK Leo. So
Dang.
Ally, who won Evo, was a champion from Canada, did not take
Yep.
it in his own home country.
Yo, he tried though. That guy's Mario is ridiculous.
It's
Cause
so-
I
it's
play
so fun,
Mario
man.
and he's good.
Yeah.
So, yo, hard fault. I'm still in your boat as a fan. It's cool.
That game's spacing is so sick to watch, man.
It's
Those seasons are
scary,
good.
man.
Yeah, well, I don't know if it's scary because nothing does damage, but
Yeah,
it's
I
like
just-
really
I-
interesting though.
Obviously, like, what, 4.5 hours, right? I mean, it is a concern.
Dang, that was crazy.
It is a
yeah.
concern. It is definitely a concern. You know, I wish there was a way to make it so that moves killed better in Smash 4
I
without
legit-
changing the gravity of everything.
I was like trying to like figure out. I was like, do I go to dinner now? And then like the top 8 is happening. I'm like, what do I do? And like I didn't realize I had 4.5 hours to wait.
Yeah,
I thought I was like guesstimating maybe 3.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough for me because I mean, look, we could talk about this a little bit if we want to spend some time on it. But like Smash 4, right? And the games I'm worried about are Smash 4, which lasts a very long time, and also King of Fighters
KOF,
14,
yeah, it's pretty
which
slow.
lasts a long time. And I enjoy both games. They have really sick footsies. They have really cool stuff going on with it. But the length of it is just going to hurt the game's popularity.
Yeah.
If Smash Wii U was a 2.5 hour top 8, everyone would just be like, oh, that was cool, let's go on. But the fact that it lasted 4.5 hours and the fact that KOF was almost 4 hours at SCR
Yeah.
are going to hurt the game. And I'm just wondering, is there a way that we can solve this problem? Like, obviously, if Smash is at an all Smash event, take 4.5 hours.
Oh, yeah, handle it.
whatever, right? But if we're at like an event like this, is there anything we can do to like shorten those games? Like maybe just do a top 6?
I think
or-
KOF should always be 2 out of 3. Because you're always getting 3 rounds. There's not in an instance where you won't get 3 rounds. So if you change KOF to 2 out of 3,
Was the whole top 8 3 out of 5?
well, it's not about the whole top 8 being 3 out of 5. It's just the fact that if
But
you have a
winners,
3 out of
losers,
5
grands,
set
yeah.
and they play every round, that's still an additional round that could be played. And if they run it back, that's still 6 rounds. Like Tekken is 3 out of 5 rounds, 2 out of 3. And that's because you have one character. And you still only have 60 seconds on that clock. So if you look at KOF, which is what, 80 seconds on the clock or something like that, but you always have to fight 3 characters.
Yeah.
That's not including if they run it back or a character gets killed in between. That's a lot of time. I mean, as much as I love KOF, and I'm down to watch it all, but whatever.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. There's timing issues there that have to be figured out in some way.
It would be like even if Cross Tekken was still around. Imagine if Cross Tekken like finals was 4.5 hours and Street Fighter 5 was like 2 hours.
I mean,
What are you
people
doing?
still complain, but you know.
People will definitely complain.
Yeah, that would be just crazy. Like there's no way to make it happen.
But
Yep.
Yeah, I would just, I don't know. I just don't want to see those games' popularity get hurt by that. You know what I mean? I don't want people to be like, oh, here comes KOF, Resident Sleeper, you know?
Yeah.
I don't want that to happen because KOF is a really cool game. Smash
Resident
with You is a
Sleeper.
really cool game.
I don't know what to do about Smash U. That took a long time. I really
Yeah.
don't know how you fix that. Like, there's really, I don't know how you fix
Was
that.
it 3 out of 5?
Yeah, I thought it was 3 out of 5.
Well,
think it is.
the grand finals, winners finals,
Winners,
losers
losers,
finals.
grand.
Oh, but the rest was not.
I don't. Oh, I don't know.
No,
I don't know.
I don't think so. I was watching most of it, and I don't
I
think
mean, the thing is, Lapchi wanted to give Smash some respect at the event. He was like,
It deserves respect, of course.
yeah, he was like, it was one of those things where he was like, this is the year he pushed to make Smash big at his event, so he wanted to make an impression.
Yeah.
So I think he did a good job by letting them handle that, but also, I was waiting so long for Street Fighter.
You gotta remember how that's
That
gonna
was
affect the
crazy.
rest of the event, man. I
Yeah.
mean, no offense, he did give them their own room.
You gotta plan it, right?
Like they had the entire bottom floor, and it was all them. Thing is, once it came topside, it didn't matter. Like if they only had 2 people left, like think about it. Like that's a long time. And I just felt like it was because they were playing so well. It wasn't even like it was just taking a long time. It was just the fact that like neither one of them wanted to lose.
It also
was
took a long time.
Yeah,
It was a long topic.
Yeah.
Man. But all right, let's
Alrighty.
move on.
Next one.
Smash Melee. Top 8 was Coffee Black with Fox, Prince Abu with Jigglypuff. 5th place was Zoo with Falco and Fox, and Mac D with Peach.
Yeah.
4th place Kirby K's or Kirby Kaze.
Kirby Kaze.
Yeah. With Sheik. 3rd place again Mewtwo King with Fox and Marth. 2nd place Hungry Box with Jigglypuff.
Yeah.
And Armada took 1st with Peach and Fox. So Armada got his revenge from Evo.
It was really sick to watch, man.
Yeah,
It was very cool. I wish I could have seen more of it, but we
Yo,
were commentating during
that
time,
ballroom
so-
was going nuts.
Yeah, it was.
Jesus,
I
they
love
were
the-
going crazy.
The Q&A that was happening or whatever.
Yeah, the panel that was
and
going
Justin
on.
was totally watching Smash during it. He's totally watching
Yeah,
Smash.
Flo called him out on it.
Yeah,
too.
he's super. Because like something happened and Justin was like, you see him? He's
Like
That's
he
great.
was
He's
watching
hype.
it, and then I guess like Daigo was like falling asleep or something like that.
He was like look tired.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean,
He
but that's-
always looks tired. He legit
Exactly,
looks
that's
like
just
he's doing
Daigo.
this all the time. Like,
Yeah.
he just woke up.
I was telling
you guys want to get food? I'm Daigo.
Yeah. I was.
he has
does
that.
Somebody
He
cooking
has
that-
eggs?
he
I'm
has that-
Daigo.
He has the water drop on his head like
Yeah,
the whole
dude.
entire time.
I was
dude,
telling
you
my
know?
stream the story about how I almost got Daigo killed at CEO, and I was saying like I was like, yeah, he looks so confused about what was happening. Like he just looks in a complete state
Yeah.
of like not knowing what's happening, and they're like, that's how he always looks.
Yeah.
He always looks so. He's just standing there like,
I
what the
legit
hell
have
is
a photo
happening?
of
I have no idea what's happening.
I have a photo of me playing with his hair just like that. Like I'm doing
Yeah,
this and he's
that's
like,
true.
I'm like, oh my god, I haven't posted it
With
yet.
Daigo?
Yeah, I don't know why I haven't posted
Damn,
it,
you
but it's
need to
in my
post
phone.
that up
Yeah, it's in
now,
my
dude.
phone right now, yo. I'll post it tonight. Screw it.
Tekken 7, 7th place.
Daigo has ugly little hands.
Neo
Some
Russell,
scrub, dude.
and tied for 7th place. This boy here.
Tasty Steve.
Good job.
Those guys definitely know how to play Tekken. Like I was commentating, and I found myself saying it more than I thought. Like I was just like, man, these dudes are really good at Tekken. And like I just kept saying, I'm like, man, that combo was sick. These dudes are really good at Tekken. And like I just kept
That's
saying,
cool, man.
5th place was Iron Brian with Huarang and Reno Face with Law and Lucky Chloe. 4th place was Oni Jin with Kazuya, or Kazuya, I should say. 3rd place was Joey Fury with Jack 7 and Brian.
that was sick.
2nd place, our boy Eris
Yeah.
with Dragunov. And 1st place, once again, Secret Punko Akuma. And Akuma, I mean,
I'm so
right
happy
after-
Eris was trying wild things on Punko.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
super
yeah.
untraditional.
Strings, yeah,
He's like, there's no way this guy knows how to deal with this. And Punko's like,
It didn't matter. He did wake up
uppercut.
TP afterwards.
Yeah. Because like you
matter.
can tell he does not know a lot of these things.
I wish
He's
you
like,
guys
what
were
is this?
around for the Tekken discussion of how to beat Punko.
Oh, okay.
Dude, so it's like everybody that plays Punko, it happens at every tournament, no matter what. Like, how do I fight Akuma? And I actually really
You know,
want...
my favorite thing is when people are like, I'll beat him, no problem. This is what I'm gonna do, right? Blah, blah, blah. You watch them fight it 6 straight rounds, Punko dunks them, and they're like, well, it's like,
It's so weird because as a Tekken player,
I'm so
you
good
see
at
him-
fighting Akuma, though.
Yo, I'm telling you, you see him and you're like, oh, that's just the sweep and the air fight. That's easy. And you play him, it's like, I didn't know what was happening. Like,
Yeah.
this guy was everywhere. So it's like, even Ares had the idea of going in and being like, oh, I'm going to hit him with these 10 strings.
Right.
Because you guys might not know this, but in Tekken, whenever there's a 10 string, the 6th hit is always low.
Oh, really?
So you can always low parry it. Surprise. You know? However, so when you're playing people, you see people do it, and they're like, doop, 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 low. So, like, no matter how far you get, if you get past that hit, you know they got hit. And you saw it happen.
Right.
So it's like, everybody comes to it and they're like, yo, how do I beat Punko? Like, it's not even Punko. How do you beat Akuma?
Yeah.
It's like, yo, he just got fireballs. And I'm like, no, dude, you guys don't get it. I really want to play
Sidestep.
Punko. I
know you're really good.
I'm like, I can't wait to play Punko.
But see, my question is, I mean, like, is it just because Akuma has like more lows that it catches a lot of people?
The lows are very good, but they don't know how to deal with Demon Flip very well.
Demon Flip,
if you don't know how to, so like after, when he does Demon Flip, you could sidewalk it, or you could block it and sidestep, and none of his options hit you. Like, none of his homing moves don't work there or anything, so you literally just like sidestep.
The thing about it,
When I play against Akuma and he does Demon Flip, I literally am just like either sidestep or
That's what you're supposed to do.
sidewalk every time. Yeah. And like I'm just like, or I just anti-air him over because I'm playing Akuma too. I'm like, whatever. I'm so good at the Akuma mirror, and every other match in Tekken, I have no idea what's happening. I'm just like stand blocking a lot, and if something looks slow, I low block it. That's what my strategy is.
Sounds like
that's what you're supposed to do.
That's my strategy in Tekken, and I was playing at Wizard World and I was beating some really good players. I was like, I have no business.
Well,
beating
even
these
even
fools.
after he won, Punko tweeted that Akuma is chipped.
He's very chipped.
Every time I see him at an event, it never fails. I saw him at SCR, and I was like, yo, at Akuma, he's like, I'm so sorry. He's so cheap. And I saw him this recently.
Very
Like,
chip.
while we were standing there, he's like, he's cheap. He's like, I didn't even say anything. He's like, he's cheap. I'm like, nice. You're using him.
That's what I do every time I see Shanghai, though. I'm always coming up
Cammy's
to him. I'm
cheap.
like, Cammy is cheap. And he's like, he just laughs. Like, she's not cheap, and Cammy's
Oh,
definitely
and for
cheap.
clarification, not all 10-hit strings you can parry low. There are all have low. Well, not all of them have lows, but a nice majority of them. The most usable ones.
okay.
Just making
They
up
have
lore
lows.
over there? What's
no,
happening
it's
here?
just like if I'm playing Tekken and someone does a 10 string, I'm gonna be like 1, 2, 3, 4 low. Like I'm going to do it, and if I get hit, I'm like, oh, that's not.
Now
low.
he did it on the 5th hit.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, wouldn't you get
It's
hit
just
now?
counting. No, I'm just counting. If I count it out,
I don't think
1,
he
2,
knows
3,
what's
4,
happening.
5, 6,
I think,
boom,
I think
low.
he's making stuff up.
Then it was the 7th.
You know what I mean, though, right?
No.
Not really,
Oh
man.
man,
King of Fighters, top 7.
Tekken
or
7
actually
expert
top,
on the old
top
chin.
6 or top 5, whatever Steve wants to refer to it as. Stray Wolf and Arya. 5th place was Diaphane and Nerd Josh. Nerdo Joshua.
Diaphane.
Fourth,
Sorry.
Diaphone?
Oh, yeah.
Is it supposed to be Diaphane or
I thought it was
Dionysus.
diaphone.
Dionysus.
4th place is TTT Karn, 3rd place is Vichio, and 2nd place Dako, of course, and 1st place Xiaohai.
Robert,
So-
K-Dash, Niori, Kula,
Yeah.
Wong, and Leona. Interesting.
Alright.
Post-nerf K-Dash.
He's still something
Still
else.
pretty good.
No, he's
Yeah,
not.
that character
no,
is
he's
something
not.
else.
No, he's not.
You think he's bad?
I don't think he's bad, but he's not.
He said he was
anywhere
weak
near as
before the.
I never
so.
said he was weak. I never said he was weak.
He was like, yeah, my team's not very good. I'm just playing Iori, K-Dash, and whatever.
They just made it so he can't
And I'm
get
just like-
it's cleaner combos now. Like
Yeah,
first he
yeah.
used to get like Half-Life. and
Yeah, now the
you have to
combos
stand
look
up.
ugly and they just do 50%. They don't look as good.
Revelator, 7th place, Orca Ninja and Zombie. 5th place, Sage with Johnny and Peppery Splash with Slayer. 4th place, Psychotic with Sin. 3rd place, Essay with Eno. 2nd place, once again, TS Nerd Josh with Elfelton Faust. 1st place, Kuma Whale with Kum Hekyu.
Did you have
That
a chance
character's
to
a problem.
enter
I
Guilty
couldn't. They
Gear?
locked it
Yeah.
before I got to enter.
I was gonna say because I assumed you didn't because I figured you would have made top 8.
No, these guys. A lot of the guys I was watching play. Like I didn't get to enter the tournament, but when I went and I watched them play, a lot of competent and they're very INSy. Like the way they play, they like to spread information. So it was a
cool.
crazy tournament.
That is cool.
Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. 4th place, I Heart Justice with his Phoenix Wright, Captain America, Doctor Strange team, which is super
Sick.
cool. SJ with Wolverine, Doom, Virgil. K-Brad in 2nd place with Trish, Virgil, Dante. And 1st place was New York's Chris G with Morgan, Doom, Virgil.
Yep.
Hey, does anybody know if Raid got top 8? Because if so, then there would be 2 Phoenix Wrights in top 8. And I was kind
I
of
don't
hoping that
know.
would happen.
Justin got 5th, I think, right?
Yeah, Justin was DQ'd into loser's bracket because he couldn't get there in time.
Yeah.
Because he landed.
His
like,
flight was
yeah,
late or
yeah.
something.
Blaze Blue, Central Fiction, 7th place, Rain Time and Jay. 5th place, Taukaka with 9, and Mayoro with Relius. 4th place, Flux with a new 13. 13th place, Gatchaman with Izanami. Second place, Poch P, I guess, with... Okay, anyways. And first place, Psychotic with Carl.
Cool.
There you go.
Yo, Gotcha Man. What a sick name. I heard it over the speaker and I freaked out for a second. I was like, yo, this guy's name's Gotcha Man? That's sick.
Thumbs up.
Super Turbo, which was so beautiful. This tournament was amazing. 7th place was Lord Jimmy Bones with Balrog and El Trouble with Dawson. 5th place, E.G. Justin Wong with O Sagat and Bello with E Honda. Look at this Honda domination.
Let's go,
4th
Hondas.
place, Shogatsu with Old Honda. 3rd place, Damn Die with Old Ryu. 2nd place, Kusamundo with Honda. And 1st place, Matsun with Ken. And I don't think Honda is mid-tier.
Honda's definitely no better than mid-tier.
Yeah, he really is. He really is. But dude, this
Shogatsu is
tournament
the greatest.
Yeah, I mean, it just happened that 2 of the greatest Honda players on the planet showed up to this tournament. So, you know, no shock that Kusamundo and Shogatsu, man.
And Damn Die still snuck in between.
Yo, Damn Die's always there.
Ridiculous.
Always there.
But this tournament was nuts. Like, if I mean, obviously, I'm a huge Super Turbo fan, but if you get a chance to watch this tournament was crazy. Even had some technology that I had never seen before until it turned out that it wasn't technology.
Yo, those old guys were getting hyped. They were right by the Tekken station.
Sure.
And I was like, hey, keep it down over there. Like, they were getting loud, dude. I'm like, shut your old ass up, man.
The old man home tournament. But I mean, the fact that
and all.
Kusamundo, look,
That's true,
Kusamundo,
actually.
Honda versus Ken. This is Matsun Ken. He might be the best Ken on the planet, right? And E Honda Ken is like an 8-2 matchup in Ken's favor. And the fact that Kusamundo could take it to the last game, the last round of the tournament was ridiculous. I mean, that tournament was nuts.
Even as like a forever Honda player, there were things that he did that I have to do that like wasn't doing before. Like he neutral jumps fireballs so well, and that's so hard to do against Ken. Just the timing is super precise, and you have to know exactly which fireball it is.
And Ken's fireball, jab fireball, slower than Ryu's.
Yeah,
so you have
harder
to be
to
even
neutral
more
jump.
precise.
So sometimes he would neutral jump a fireball, and then Matsun would throw a fireball at a range where if he did if Kusumoto neutral jumps, he could not then jump attack
over it.
Over the next one and hit Matsun. But every once in a while, he would do a jump into forward fierce, move himself forward just enough that then he could jump and get the jump kick. So like I've never seen a Honda make his neutral jumps over fireballs into a mix-up, but he does. So I have to do that now. I don't know why I never did that.
He's so good.
Really good.
And the best part about it too is he was getting hyped too. Like when he was winning, he was like popping off. He was just like, yeah, and stuff. Dude, it was the best, dude. It was the best. Seriously. Super Turbo. Oh gosh.
I can't believe Justin entered.
Justin always enters, man. He's always in ST, and he was always good. Like, he doesn't know the game super well, but he just has ridiculous zoning and reactions.
Still 1-0
Just
over
fundamentals.
him in like official tournaments.
Oh, yeah?
And stuff. But that was because
Dang.
he played Vega. He didn't play Sagat at first. He played Vega first, and I think Cammy fights Vega decently. If I played him again, I would lose like 17 matches.
Yeah, you just need the one.
Although, to be honest with you, Silent Scope, the current best Cammy player in the country, that's right, I said that. He put Justin into losers 3-0 with Cammy versus Old Sagat. Then they ran it back, and Justin won it 3-0, unfortunately.
In losers,
so,
yeah, very cool tournament though. Thanks for Canada Cup and the people who organized the ST side of it for making it so good.
Particularly, I think his name was David,
the
guy that ran that. So
very nice.
So Vampire Savior, 4th place, Isimorn, 3rd place, Essay, 2nd place, Kraken with Talbane, and 1st place was Esteban with Talbane. I'm sorry, Kraken was using Recoil, and Besteban was using Talbane. Yeah, Besteban, the guy who did FGC, the fighting game, the Rise of the Fighting Game community.
Doing all this cool Tekken Tour stuff.
Yeah. Really cool, really cool. Marvel vs. Capcom 2 was won by the Flipmaster. 2nd place was Nerd Josh. Mortal Kombat XL was won by Saki. And Killer Instinct was won by Taizo.
Do any of those names sound familiar?
Rebella got second.
Oh, I don't really know
pretty
the players. No.
It was a pretty crazy Killer Instinct finals. It was Cinder or TJ. It was pretty fun to watch actually. Yeah, Rebella not winning was pretty surprising.
Okay, well,
good turn.
there's your Canada Cup. It was all good.
Also, there was a Latin America regional finals as well.
It was the like the LCQ, right?
Yeah, the last chance qualifiers for that. So if we look over here, it looks like this was the last chance That's right. They were gonna do the last chance qualifier, and then they're gonna do the top 16 next week.
Yeah.
Right. So in other words, Keoma and Dark have now advanced into that top 16 for the finals. So that's going to happen at Red Bull Battlegrounds. There's 14 players who have been decided for the top 16 of the.
That's Latin America?
Yeah, that's Latin America.
That's not the Red Bull Battle.
That's not Red Bull Battlegrounds.
No, that's what I'm saying. Red Bull Battlegrounds is going to do the
Yeah.
same thing, which is the North America finals. They have 14 players already in there. There's a last chance qualifier to get 2 people out
more.
of that to
Yeah.
go into the top 16 to find out who qualifies for Capcom Cup.
I'm shrugging to the moon.
Yeah, because it's weird because
Whatever.
you have the proving grounds in each city, which lead to the proving grounds final,
doing
which leads to the
the Ultra Street
battlegrounds, and the
Fighter 4
battlegrounds leads to the last chance
Post Zangief
qualifier,
SVD.
where you can then go into the top 16 bracket and then maybe qualify for the Capcom Cup. That's how it works. You guys got all that?
No, I wasn't
don't
even
either.
listening
He was
to you.
still shrugging.
I know.
still- yeah.
I don't have it either.
My shoulders are up there somewhere now.
Yeah, it's a bit much, but
Oh, man.
Any other results to mention? Or do you want to just get into this full CPT standings business?
let's
I've been
talk
playing
about
H1Z1. Let me tell
You
you.
want to...
You want to take a break, or do you want to do the CPC 10?
We already took a long enough pause break that you can easily make this into 2 episodes for the show, for the upload.
So
Cool?
wait, what?
Just that long time when we didn't say any words, just make that into a secondary
Sure.
show after that.
Okay.
So let's go.
Do it!
All right, so let's talk about the CPT standings because we really have a good idea of how everything stacks up at this point.
Yeah, we
now.
do.
And so I'm going to send myself over to the rank.shoryuken.com page here that Babo has set up very kindly so we can see where everybody is right now. So the guys in green are the ones that have qualified by Premier Event. The ones
Yes.
in blue are the ones who have qualified by ranks.
Like global points.
I'm not sure. Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah, global points. Blue is global points. Green is by winning a premier event.
So obviously, Infiltration Tokido have won it already. Justin Wong is in. Knuckle Dew now, who just gained a ton of points and moved up. If you can see, moved up 3 spots
4th
here.
seed, right?
Yeah, he's
Zoinks.
4th seed now, and he has automatically qualified. And because he auto qualified, he opened up a space under him.
Yeah.
And
Because he was hogging up a global point spot before, and
Yep.
now gave that up for a premier spot.
Naturally.
Now, Fudo, Xiaohai under him. Fudo going in by global points here. But interestingly, they're tied
Holy
by
moly.
points. Okay.
Don't worry about it, Jay.
You know when he on commentary is like, I'm so slick about checking tweets and stuff, but really it's just he goes real quiet and then you just have to cover
Yeah.
for 5 minutes? That's exactly what's happening right now. He pretends like he's so smooth on commentary. He's
I'm
like,
so smooth.
I get to tweet and stuff, and really it's what it is I'm talking, I'm like, and then he hits the fireball and I look over and David's like,
It's a read that I make. I read that you're going to want to talk.
I'm like,
for the next
well,
30
wow.
seconds.
I'm like, shucks, now I get,
It's a commentary read.
every single
And
time.
I feel like I'm right about it.
Your reads are not right because
You're
I'll be
right about it.
like, he lands the fireball, and the reason you're right, kind of, is because I'm like, I stop and I look over and there's World of Warcraft open.
It all works out.
It's like this scene in
7th
Avengers.
place. Who's
That man's
already
playing
in.
Gallagher.
That man's playing Gallagher.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Gamer B, MOV is qualifying by global points. Although, didn't he get in through the didn't he win the European one?
MOV?
Yeah.
No, that was Daigo.
Yeah.
Oh, it was Daigo who did that. You're right. Okay. So yeah, there he is.
Wait, so the European last chance already happened?
The European finals?
last chance happened
Yeah,
on
that
the
was
same
Milan.
day at the Milan.
Oh.
Milan
then-
was the regional final
Oh,
for
okay.
Europe.
David
yeah.
has no idea how this works, so it's okay.
No, I mean I got the
He's too
basic
busy
gist.
playing WoW all the time.
I
If he
guess.
wasn't playing WoW, he would actually understand how this ranking works. So,
Yeah.
10th
You only
place
got so much brain power,
is
man.
is Julio Fuentes. Phenom and Momochi have made it in. So here's where it gets interesting here. So Cien, Haitani, Eita, Luffy, Mago, Goichi, and Filipino champ and CCL were all in it already. But because Knuckle Dew
Yeah.
turned himself from a rankings point victor to a premier victor, it opened up a new ranking spot at the bottom.
Yes.
And that is what allowed Chris Tatarian to slip into...
Should call it a global spot.
Global
spot,
there
yeah.
you go.
Because the ranking is for each region, right?
Right. So there you go. And then, of course, in the Asia regions right now, it is Kazunoko and Sako who are qualifying in there. I think they have a couple more events still, so this
They still haven't had the Asia final either.
Right.
So we don't know who's going to qualify through that yet.
And then...
When is that going to be?
I think that's like next weekend.
Yeah, I think it is next weekend because I think.
You mean the one after Battlegrounds?
Yeah,
Yeah.
so Battlegrounds is this weekend, and then the next weekend I think is the Asia
Gotcha.
finals. Yeah, it's next week.
And
Burnout
then
Fighter said
this
Yeah,
is a
Burnout
little
Fighter's fine.
interesting as well. The Latin board right now it's Berlino and Mysterio. However, there is rumors out there, and there's no 100% confirmation that Mysterio can't actually make it due to visa issues.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
If that's the case,
It would be K-Brad.
K-Brad qualifies into the Capcom Cup.
Oh wow.
So there you go.
That's pretty
Through the
slick.
second-hand Latin America qualifications by technicality.
Yeah.
But you made it. That's what matters.
And then in the European board, as we said, Daigo won the European
Europe.
finals area,
Yeah.
but Mr. Crimson and Problem X have the highest points for people not automatically qualified, so they're going to be
Yeah.
in Capcom Cup as well. So Problem X, shout outs to him, 2 years in a row for
That's
him.
great.
And then, of course, here in North America, XSK Samurai is safe because Filipino champ did not drop down to here. He is still qualified by global
Because
points.
Du is a hero, basically.
And Ricky Ortiz and XSK Samurai will make it into the Capcom Cup.
Yeah, so they're all officially qualified. The only funny business we're going to have is people qualifying through the regional finals now, which are basically premier events.
Right, yeah,
Kind
yeah.
of. If you win them, you're qualified.
Right, but the thing is, you have to win in that 16-man tournament.
Yeah.
So there's the last chance qualifier tournament to determine the last two people into that 16-man.
So it's
Right.
just to get into the qualifier to potentially.
Yeah, so for instance, Battlegrounds this weekend, there's 14 people already qualified. Saturday there'll be a big last chance. Top 2 goes into that bracket with the 14, so now you're at 16. Those 16 play, and there's no points on the line.
Right.
So there's no points,
just
and nothing
getting
gets
in
switched
or
up.
not,
It's
yeah.
just the person who wins is qualified for Capcom.
Yep, and so a guy like Chris G, who won Proving Grounds, was just given a free trip to the last chance qualifier. So
Yeah,
he
not
still
even
needs
in
to
the
make-
bracket.
Yeah, so he still needs to make it through all of that. in
So
order to
Proving
get
Grounds
into-
was a qualifier to be qualified for the finals, the Proving Grounds finals, and the Proving Grounds finals when you win is a qualifier to be sent to the Battlegrounds, and if you get that tournament, you qualify to be in the top 16 tournament, which you have a chance to win and qualify for the Capcom Cup. It's really quite simple.
I wish people could see David's eyes from where I was looking, because there was the blankest stare on his face right there, and he was so...
I cannot believe how silly the system is, but I'm glad I have it figured out.
Does it seem like it's working?
I mean,
What do you mean?
people
Does-
all
I mean,
qualify, right? But nobody knows how it works.
Yeah.
You have to qualify your statement.
It's so silly, right?
I feel like it's a lot. I feel like
Yeah, it's
a
like
lot.
it's working in the sense that there will be people playing.
There will be
in
32
Capcom
players in the Capcom Cup, so it's
Cup.
working.
So that's working from that perspective.
But as far as like ease of understanding, if it wasn't for dudes like Ace King Offsuit and other people
Rank.srk.
breaking down exactly what's happening, which Capcom should be thanking them, because Capcom's definitely not.
Dude, when
handling
Sako won a tournament, they're like, they tweeted out, like, congratulations, Sako, for qualifying for the Capcom Cup, which he, in fact, did not do.
Yeah,
Like, he
sure
was
didn't.
just a ranking event. He just got points.
it was
you know?
he qualified to make it into the regional finals. is what
Yeah,
it was. Yeah, it's not even like he
uh-huh.
made. It's like he won the last chance qualifier. It's like
Yeah.
you guys are silly. Yeah, Capcom definitely should hire them or pay them or do something to make this whole thing easier.
That's
Yeah,
it.
look,
So-
it's always the case, more often the case, from my perspective in esports, that the people who make the rules don't like sports or don't follow sports.
Yeah.
And they like don't know how to make a sports league.
Yeah.
It just always seems like that's the case. Like there's probably some counterexample, but I feel like too often there's just like some bizarre set of rules. They're trying to like create it from the ground up rather than just being like, yeah, in the NBA there's like 4 divisions and in, you know, whatever. And in hockey hockey got kind of weird, but you know, even in super complicated college football, there's like here's the rankings.
It's not that complicated, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And the sad part about it, too, is their goal was to try to get more people in different regions to be able to qualify. But if you look at those regional boards, we had K-Brad coming from Latin
America,
area.
maybe, yeah.
Yeah, so it's just kind of some weird things. So.
Yeah, I don't know. I understand what they were trying to do, but it just encourages people to go farm like regional points in other regions.
Do you guys consider it fair?
No, I mean they can do what they want.
You don't think it's fair?
Oh, I think it's silly.
It's silly, but it's like, yeah, you just gotta handle it. It's like people go there
that's
and do
the reality of it. But like,
Yeah.
I wish that it was different. Oh yeah, for sure. I wish that the regions mattered more. You know.
I think they feel like they equate it to the fact that you have to travel there, and that's what makes it a thing. I mean,
I almost feel like they just need to have it so that players register for a region. You know what I mean? And
Yeah,
so
for
if
sure.
if you travel to another
I'm
place,
with
then
that.
you're just doing it so that you can get money.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. Like, I think it'd be absurd if 2 Western Conference teams made it in finals in any American sport. But that kind of seems like
They've
to me,
actually
like,
thought about doing that in basketball only because the Eastern Conference sucked so bad at one point. I mean, it did like the last couple of years.
Yeah.
Like it was
okay.
Eastern Conference was just garbage for
Yeah, that's happened in the NHL at times too, and it's happened in football too. But you just let it rock. Like even in college football with some absurd system that it's always had until it had finally the playoffs now.
Yeah.
Even still, you'd never get like almost never get 2 Big Ten teams in the finals like that, the championship game. You know, come on.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, hopefully, you know what? The other thing that I really want to see, I really
I wanted you to hit one more just because I wanted to see where that would go.
if you would have hit the
Like progressively, yeah, it literally wouldn't have been words at that point.
I really want to see one more change, and I do not want to see the points getting halved with each step. So first place is 256, second place should
That's
not
crazy.
be 128.
You
It
get
should
no points.
just be like 200.
Like if you make eighth or 7th place like every time,
You're not making
that's
it.
nothing. You're not
Yeah,
getting any
nothing.
Yeah,
points.
all
get
somebody has to do is
nothing,
win an
yeah.
online event and get like 3rd, and you get 7th at every event. They have more points than you. You're donezo.
Yeah, I really honestly feel like that they just need to award the higher ranks for, because if you get top 8 every single time, you are amazing.
You're very consistent. Yeah.
Right. So wow. Any case,
It's funky.
Yep. Let's go ahead and take a break. And when we come back, we'll just talk about upcoming events, games, community, all the normal rebel sage.
Are you gonna make it? Oh, that was good. All right.
Yeah. So we'll be right back.
He's not even actually playing. Now he's moving.
Is that Overwatch now?
Yeah.
No, I can't run Overwatch on my little tablet.
That's wow.
Oh, it's okay.
I'm just tooling around Dalaran. You know how it goes.
You didn't play Final Fantasy? The MMO one?
He didn't play.
No, I didn't play no MMO.
Are we still? Yeah, I like the blue Red Bull.
Well,
Welcome
I'm
back
glad
to the
that people
Tuesday.
didn't hear that. Okay, let's go.
Favorite type of Red Bull? Go. Sugar free.
I have only tried the regular and the blue one.
I like they have like this new orange flavor.
Oh, I want to try
and
that.
the red one. The red, orange, and the blue one's good too. Those
Yeah.
are the
Blue flavor.
Yeah.
Blueberry one's probably my favorite
Blue's
right
good.
now too.
I've never tried sugar free.
The thing about the sugar free is not only like it's not that I think it's the best because it's like has no sugar.
No sugar. You just like the taste.
I just think it's tastier. Yeah.
Interesting. Maybe I should try that.
It's like less abrasive.
Well, nothing is
Yeah.
as tasty as Steve.
Thanks,
so
boss.
it's all good.
All right.
Every time you guys did a segue at Canada Cup, I got like 5 tweets. They're like, "Whoa, did you
I know,
see
dude,
that?"
I
was
know.
like,
I know.
I used the same setup twice,
Did you?
Yeah.
They don't care.
but it was like way different parts of the day. It was like one was like 9 a.m. The other one was like 10 p.m. maybe. So I was
You're
like,
fine.
people aren't gonna be watching both of these.
Well, I mean,
There's no way they're still around for this.
Yeah,
Say Jam's
come on,
laying
yeah.
in his bed.
Now you
Oh,
understand
God.
my secret.
I mean, I made the this game is rated this. There's a reason why this game is rated T joke during the team tournament.
Yeah, that was good.
And then I pulled that in the top 8. But,
Oh, okay. That was a repeat.
but it was just good
Real.
enough that I had to do it. So I actually got tweets from people like that was like one of your best puns ever.
A lot of people tweeted me and were like, "Did you hear this?" They asked me like, "Did you give him tips or something? Like, did you help him?" And I was like,
I'm just that good. I'm just that good.
"When you hang around me
I
enough,
just
you learn."
yoinked the idea. That's
Yeah.
all. But once I had the
Yeah, no.
idea, it all foments. You know, it's all working out.
Yeah, I don't like the sound of that. Whatever he's doing over there sounds.
All right.
What do you got, Jamie?
Let's
Old
talk
and fart
about
smelling.
some stuff that's coming up here. So where is my correct window? This is the one.
He just opened up every window on the planet.
Pretty much. Coming up this weekend is going to be Wizard World Pittsburgh. Are you guys going to that?
No, because we're gonna be at Red Bull Battleground.
Oh, that's right.
that's
Okay,
right.
that's right. Yeah, I was about to
Yep.
say, what the heck? That's right. So, but
You
Smash
guys gonna
Summit,
be there?
Smash Summit 3
Did you
is
see
this
him?
weekend.
He like lowered the glasses. He was like, "What? That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah,
That's
I
the
know.
same weekend as Red Bull." Like,
Unicon is also this weekend,
It
as
is.
Red Bull Battlegrounds. And Red Bull Battlegrounds, of course, is the North American last year.
someone said you reverse engineered my segue. That's such a funny thing.
That
to
seems
think. Yeah, it's so funny. Yeah, we're definitely gonna be at Red Bull.
Yeah.
Other people are covering Wizard World. It's an all Tekken event.
Fair enough. Okay. So that's coming up this weekend. That should be very, very exciting. Very, very cool. Obviously, yes, this weekend is also BlizzCon.
Yeah, I was super sad I couldn't get to go to BlizzCon.
Same here, man.
Dude.
My cousin was like, "I got tickets for you. You want to go?" And I was like,
For the first time, BlizzCon or one of these esports things, I feel like they got the right musical performers for the
Weird
event.
Al.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think that works
I don't
so
know.
well.
Was that weird for you? You didn't
I've
like it?
never had any
My cousin
interest to
doesn't
go to
like
BlizzCon. I was just gonna ask you guys what happens at BlizzCon that makes it a must attend event.
Weird Al Yankovic.
He literally won't stop playing WoW.
I
during
just
the
play
show.
World of Warcraft a lot
and Overwatch.
and Overwatch, and I haven't been playing Hearthstone as much lately.
I definitely played some Hearthstone.
But that's just because I haven't been working out as
Oh,
much.
dang.
Whenever I get back to that, I'll be back in the card games.
Shout outs to Leon Fun.
You'll do it.
Rana. He said that the Latin regional finals is actually tomorrow.
Oh wow.
Okay, yeah, I knew it was in the middle of the week. I thought it was next week though.
Okay, so we'll find out who's gonna take that.
Man, people think that folks are gonna leave because of Weird Al. Dang.
Why?
I heard a lot of my cousin is
I
not
don't
looking
wanna
forward to it.
listen
She's
to
like, yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah?
go somewhere else.
No, like I feel like it's a difference between being like campy and douchey, but you can definitely do too much.
Okay.
Like it gets to the point where
What
I'm just
about
like,
his,
shut up.
what about his
Weird Al.
original material?
His original material was cool. I'll eat that.
Did you ever see that movie UHF? UHF it's good.
It's
No.
great.
It's actually a really good
Weird Al
movie.
Yankovic is really funny. Dude.
He's really funny.
He's really great.
I think we might be running into some demographic differences.
I think so. I really think so.
You know,
Wow.
I always thought his music was kind of
yeah.
cool, and now that you mentioned what you just said, I'm starting to see a pattern.
Hilarious.
It fits the Blizzard folks to a T though. The
Lumberjacks.
crowd that's gonna
Hey,
be there.
look,
on
It's just
BlizzCon?
because he's a lumberjack.
Oh my
He
God.
doesn't like it. That's
You
what
know
we're
how
suggesting.
sensitive I am to this topic, but even in UHF, you had the joke where the bad guys open a closet that says supplies on there, and a bunch of Asian guys go supplies.
Wow.
Okay, Steve is not impressed.
All right, so here we go. So the bracket here for the Latin America qualifier, which is not going to be accurate because I don't even know if K-Brad is actually going to that. Well, I
Yes,
guess
he is.
I think
He's
so.
in Brazil right now.
Oh, really? Okay. So
Shout out to Kate.
Listening to
will be
Weird Al
going
Yankovic.
against Tuba Rao.
He's really in Brazil already?
Yeah,
He went from
tomorrow.
Eric
Wow, that
Maciel is
world
going up
champion.
against Crossover. Will Tupac is going to be going up against Keoma.
Wow,
Kusanagi going to be going up against Rob KOF. Brolinho is going to be fighting Chancho K. Beck is going to be going up against Dr. Ray. Mysterio is going to be fighting...
DRA. Yeah. Good try. If there's it says doctor.
Yeah, it does say doctor. Okay, that's not my fault. I
That's
was
not your
right.
fault.
Okay,
That
okay.
was yeah.
But DRA is, and then Mysterio is going up against Didimo KOF, and Dark will be fighting against Gamma. So that'll be taking place tomorrow.
Man, those are some very interesting first round matches. That's very cool.
Yo, Kiyomo versus Will Tupac?
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's crazy.
First round.
So do you know if Will Tupac is making it out there, or?
I would assume so, right?
Hope so.
Because
Okay.
He's already in the bracket.
yeah, he should be flown out there because
Okay.
it's a regional thing, right?
Right, yeah.
That's cool. Okay. Well, that will be taking place tomorrow. Probably would be streamed on Capcom Fighters if I'm not.
I
Actually,
wouldn't be
yes,
surprised.
because we got a message. We got a tweet from Guillermo, right, who said that he's actually Sarda, who's actually going to be doing the English commentary.
Oh,
for
we did.
it.
I did see that.
Sick.
So yeah, shout outs to him.
That's awesome.
So
I will
yeah,
look
check
forward to
that
that.
out tomorrow. Then that's gonna be
Will
on.
Tupac is in Brazil, they said already.
Yeah,
Okay.
and the cool thing about it, there's no Wednesday night fights tomorrow.
There is
so,
no Wednesday night fight, so I'll be watching that.
Sick.
You know
That's
that means
awesome.
I get to sleep at a reasonable hour?
on a
Wow.
Wednesday night.
That's
When does
crazy.
that ever happen?
Because, I was like thinking, because my Red Bull flight's like the next morning, right? For Thursday, and I was like, man, I gotta get home late from Wednesday night fights and then sleep for the. Oh, wait.
Yo, Red Bull hooked it up, dude.
Yeah.
Nice,
Flying
nice.
out of Long Beach.
Oh, and JetBlue.
Oh,
JetBlue
We had
cookies?
JetBlue?
The JetBlue.
I don't know. I still haven't been able to find our airline thing yet. So.
Oh, you should probably find them.
JetBlue
I'm gonna
cookies.
look it up right now.
Yeah.
Dude, I hit them up and I was like, hey, it's like $20 more to go out of Long Beach. And Red Bull's like, oh yeah, you want JetBlue out of Long Beach? And I was like, yeah, I sure
You
do.
don't have to ask me twice.
I was like, look, because, it's going to cost me an Uber to go to LA. And they're like, yeah, Long Beach.
Do you know how much it
cookies?
costs? It cost me $50
To
going
Uber. It cost
to
me like
LAX
35.
every time. I don't have a car.
because of Uber, right?
Yeah.
That's
It cost me
right.
like 35. Wow, you have an 8 a.m. flight.
Yes,
On
on
what?
Delta.
On Friday or Thursday?
Look at you.
On Friday
That's
or
not
Thursday?
good.
It's
Thursday.
not good. I was being
Thursday,
sarcastic.
huh?
That's why I put my hand on my
We
mouth.
Thursday?
Jesus.
our flight is at 11 a.m. on Thursday.
I don't have enough time. All right. Let's,
But that means we'll all be in Seattle. We should do dinner that night. That sounds
That's
cool.
true.
Sure.
We're all gonna be there early.
Doctor
That's
Strange.
Yeah.
We're all
That's-
seeing
I
it.
can't.
That's
so
right.
I cannot wait for
I
that.
cannot
shouldn't we
wait.
get tickets?
I think we should
Yeah,
get
we
tickets.
should probably
Somebody
do that.
tweeted us the link,
We
and I
might be
feel like
going,
we should
man.
get it now.
Yeah, we
Like,
might be in
opening
trouble.
night's gonna be like a non-starter, I'm sure.
I mean, a
We-
week out though? Well, no.
We should
No, it's
probably
like 2 days.
we should probably go like Sunday night.
No.
Because
Wait,
that's probably the only time we could get tickets, right?
I say we check.
We gotta look this up. There's a guy on the internet buying all the tickets up right now.
Flash Vision announces the VSFV Cup, which will send one player to EVO 2017.
Oh, wow.
So they
in
just
Malaysia,
had the
right?
FV Cup finish. Yeah, Flash
Oh,
Vision is announcing yet another major tournament in Malaysia called the VSFV Cup. And they're going to send their winner to EVO 2017. So I think that's super cool. So shout outs to the Flash Vision crew for continuing to try to build up the scene over there. So
Wait, somebody just said there are definitely tickets to Doctor Strange Thursday night. Check IMAX 3D. Let me know.
Oh
Alright.
man,
uh,
that's gonna be so sick.
Oh, God, it's going to be so good.
I can't wait, dude.
Not for Logan, who already saw it.
Yeah, what a freaking what do we call him? What's the European
Oh,
slang?
loser?
Oh, wanker?
He's a wanker.
You a wanker?
You
Oh.
freaking wanker. You chav.
I don't know what that is.
I don't either.
All right, so
You European.
let's
Bruv.
talk about some game news stuff, right? So I guess there was a new patch that came out for
V's instead of
KOF,
TH.
but that was only for
Yeah, bug fixes.
online and bug fixes. So
Right.
that
Tosser.
just came out. Iron Galaxy apparently put out a new balance survey.
About Killer Instinct, they're curious about what people's thoughts are about if combo breaking's too strong and all that kind of stuff. Like, what's good?
Combo breaking is too strong.
Yeah, they feel that
Interesting. So it's even more.
They're like, if the reward for breaking is too good or something like that. It's like they did a little survey about balance. and stuff like
Interesting.
That is
Okay.
interesting.
I actually want to check
Yeah.
that out. I definitely want to check that out. So, also, Krogunk was revealed as the
sick.
newest Pokken tournament arcade character, but I heard that he was already assist, and now
It was an assist.
so now he's a main character.
I think that's weird. They could have chose so many other Pokemon, but whatever.
I don't really know why that happened, but yeah.
And
Yeah,
of
especially
course,
after the last Pokemon. They showed the Sizer trailer. I was like, oh my god,
Caesar.
he's so sick.
Yo,
And
he
then-
sounds so sick. His voice is
Yes,
like
that's all deep.
Caesar.
Oh. And then they announced.
Krogunk.
Yeah, that Pokemon is
The
just-
name is not as good. Pokemon itself is kind of dumb looking. He already was in the game.
Yo,
I
it
like
could have
that.
been worse. It definitely could have been worse. They could have picked the trash bag Pokemon.
Yeah.
And I hate that Pokemon. That is the worst. It's legitimately a trash
I
bag.
see
I've seen it. I've seen it, yeah.
It's
Yeah,
so
the key,
dumb,
yeah.
dude.
The magic
It
key.
makes me angry just thinking about it. Trash bag Pokemon. It's so stupid. Anyways.
I'm with you, man.
I would expect that would
Trash
make you
bag.
glad.
Pokemon.
I almost hit you with this award. Almost. Like, as soon as it came out,
Local man found bludgeon to
Yeah,
death
I know.
in high tech studio.
You're talking about, you're talking about Trubbish.
Oh, fucking Trubbish, man.
Rubbish.
His name is not Trump.
That's his name. No,
Yeah,
no,
look.
that's not him. He has an evolved form. And it's even
Oh,
worse.
yo, it's Garbador.
Look at it. Look at that trash bag. That is stupid.
Wait.
That is so dumb.
What did you Google right now, David?
It's just, I googled trash bag Pokemon. Yeah,
Is
it's
this
a
him
gross
right
one.
here?
No,
Look,
that's-
look.
Is this him?
Trubbish.
that's just Trubbish.
Trubbish isn't that bad. But Garbador, man.
What's up with your laugh right now?
Wait, Garbador?
This is the pre-evolved form, right? That's the final evolution.
This is Garbador right
Yeah.
here?
Man, I hate that
Does he have
Pokemon.
cigarettes coming out of him?
Garbodor, man.
I can't believe his name because it sounds like something that David would make up.
Garbodor?
He said it, and all I could think was like, "That's hella made up." And I looked at the screen, and it was real.
The way he said it, it was so inquisitive. His name is Garbador. Like,
Hey, click on the weird looking Garbodor, the one that's kind of gross looking. Yeah, there you
This
go.
one here?
oh, it's like
my
the real
God.
life one.
Wow, the real life one.
Ew.
Oh, that looks a lot cooler than the other one.
Yeah, it does.
I can't believe this is a Pokemon.
It does.
Then his name is Garbador.
Oh, the way
That was
David said it. That was so good.
stupid.
You see this right here? What is that Pokemon? Go down right there. That's what it's just a pile of crap. That's what it should be.
Anyway.
All right.
Yeah.
One of the cool things is that Central Fiction, Blaze Blue Central Fiction,
Wow.
is now available today. So you can pick this game up, get the latest version, and they
always
have
correct.
said that
I'm sorry, continue.
there is going to be a Central Fiction Extend.
Yeah.
So I know a lot of people are probably worried
man.
about that. Like, should we pick up Central Fiction because there might be a new version of it?
Gonna announce
No.
Garbador.
Maury has said that there is not going to be an Extend. So if you are waiting like to get the more official version in the Extend one, do not wait. Grab Central Fiction now so that you may learn the game. And
Yeah.
I know I definitely need to go and look at that game some more.
I've looked at it a lot, and I
Play it
still
some
haven't decided if I'm going to buy it yet. And it's not because it's not a good game. It's only because like there's a lot of games leading up to this game, and like I just don't want to do the legwork of.
Catching up.
I don't want to do it.
And
There's still
a lot
people.
of characters
Those are pretty
now.
cool so
Yeah,
far.
Yeah, but
Oh no! See, all the other ones, they're not as bad, but they have some really stupid looking.
Yeah, he's
Pokemon.
trying to look up the worst Pokemon. Like, what
Yeah, I
are the
googled
dumbest
worst
Pokemon?
Pokemon. All right, Amoongus is
That's
pretty
pretty
bad.
stupid.
It's basically a mushroom.
That's a
Looks like
Pokeball.
Dunsparce though. I forgot about him.
I
Man,
really
that
like the
thing's
expression
dumb.
on Amoongus though. He's like real serious. Amoongus.
Because he's a Pokeball.
Dunsparce, yes, possibly the most dirt Pokemon. What's wrong with Voltorb and Electro? They're
I
just
don't
like
know.
the most basic designs.
Your Electro looks.
Oh,
Oh, I
no,
forgot
it's so
James knows
stupid.
nothing about Pokemon.
Stunfisk, alright.
Yo, now that Pokemon. Now
What?
that's sick, dude.
Oh, the sword
He's like,
Pokemon?
yeah, he's legit his own sword and sheath, so he just pulls himself out to fight. That's
What
dope.
the hell?
Look at him, he's holding a shield. That is sick. Anyways. Oh yeah, nose pass. I hate that thing. Oh, that's the evolved form. Phobo pass.
It's
Yeah.
a nose.
With a mustache.
I thought that was nose hairs.
We are definitely just completely off topic right now. I've never even
I'm
seen
trying to
that
decide if
thing.
that's racist or not. That's all.
Is that a
Is
coffee
that something I
table?
should be worried about in this
you
in
should.
this giant nose Pokemon?
It's a mustache.
I don't know, David. They might be shooting at you right now. This
Yeah.
is-
Avalugg, alright. This I don't know, whatever. Yeah, Garbodor.
Number 5.
Five?
How is he number 5? The ice cream
ice cream
cone one is
Pokemon?
sick. That's adorable.
No, ice cream one's terrible.
You're terrible.
that?
I don't know.
Diagonal is not that whatever. Clink, yeah, whatever. The worst one is the keys.
The keys, okay.
How was that the worst one? I think that's
Alright,
sick.
back to work.
Anyways, all right.
The worst one's the keys.
Yeah, the key Pokemon is the dumbest thing I've ever seen.
Worst one.
We're completely off topic. I don't know what he's doing right now.
It sounds like Final Fantasy for nerds.
Is he playing Record Keeper?
That sounds like it's just real Final Fantasy.
I'm pretty sure this is Record Keeper.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Anyways,
okay.
also,
fun fact, James was playing that always.
Old.
If you ever wonder what James is doing, that's what he's
he's
doing.
not sending a text.
Okay. Also, Lab Zero has released details on physical copies of Skullgirl's second encore.
Yeah, they said that they get enough. If they get enough, like reserves of it, they add something else to it. If I
Yeah,
can.
they add the Japanese voices to it and stuff. So
I'm actually gonna do
if you
that.
look,
I'm in
it's
there for
$40 here, and when you
Support
buy
'em, you
this physical version, everything is going to be on it. Like all the characters, all the.
I think it's great.
Yeah, everything is going to be on there. So, and it looks like it has a special selection soundtrack, and of course, a lot of the music was written by Michiru Yamane, the person who, the lady who did Castlevania Symphonies of the Night. They also are actually getting her to do the new Igarashi game that's coming out too.
Oh, sick.
Bloodstained. So,
Oh, I didn't know that.
The Skullgirls soundtrack is one of my favorite
It's
fighting game
it's
soundtracks.
really
For
good.
sure, it's awesome. Man, that select screen music.
Yeah, so definitely check that out. That's coming up sometime soon. Let's see here. Oh, that's right. So a couple of Street Fighter V things. One is they finally updated the Ring of Destiny stage. So
Yeah.
it actually has the Red Bull stuff in there. So they're definitely getting ready for the Red Bull Battleground.
I didn't even
stuff.
notice that until like we were at Wednesday Night Fights and I saw the stage and I tweeted out a picture and I was like, oh, look at this. I didn't even notice until then. Like no one announced it, right?
Yeah.
I feel like it just existed in the game.
Yeah, I think so.
And then, of course, they're also at. They went like they had a maintenance period, and then they came back, and then data miners found those Red Bull costumes
Yeah.
for Ryu. and
Ricksta
Chun-Li.
Ryu and
Ricksta.
look at. I did a comparison on my stream. I can't tell the difference. Vi dressed up as that Ryu for Halloween.
Which is the greatest thing
that's
too,
really
which
funny.
was super awesome. So
I was
maybe
like,
not as good as Commander Jesse's.
Oh,
most
man.
interesting man in the
That
world.
was
very well
crazy.
done.
That was
That's,
ridiculous. That is top notch right there.
yeah, Jesse's man, that was crazy.
Yeah, but there you go. They data
I
mined these
just
costumes.
I can't abide by those costumes.
Yeah, I don't know about this whole Ryu
Like
costume.
Red Bull gave me some clothes, right? Last time I was there.
They don't look like that.
And I thought they were very nice. Yeah, they definitely don't look anything like that.
Yeah, I actually hate these outfits.
Yes.
Sorry.
For sure.
What?
I mean, the Chun-Li one for-
I'm just being honest, dude. Like, look at this Ryu. That looks dumb as hell. But the Chun-Li, but still stupid.
I hate the Chun-Li
I think the
way
Chun-Li's
more.
worse.
Yeah,
You think the
it's
Chun-Li's
just way
worse?
I think they're terrible both, but I feel like that's worse.
The
yeah.
Ryu one I could see as like a joke.
Nah.
So it's kind of like alright, but the Chun-Li one,
I don't like
Yeah.
anything about that.
Are those
me
the
neither.
only two outfits or what?
I think so. Yeah, those are the only two ones
Okay.
that they found. So
Well, I'm pretty sure there's going to be a lot of people playing with those, so.
hello fellow kids.
just a troll.
Okay.
Okay, so that's it for. Oh, there was also that's right. I forgot to talk about this one in events. Upcoming up, they announced on February 4th and 7th in 2017 is the real street fighting. I'm sorry, the Street Grand Battle in Lyon, France. Check the trailer. The trailer is actually
Okay,
really well
okay.
done. It's really cool. It's really well done.
It
And
sounds like a cool city.
it's one of the events, and I saw a couple of tweets about it. They have some players invited to go to there, and one of them is going to be Li Joe. So
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, so he's been invited to
That's
gonna
the
be cool.
dope.
Street Grand Battle in
Yeah.
Lyon, France. So this will be his first time to Europe, he said.
Oh, damn.
So it should be super exciting for him.
That's
So
awesome.
there you go.
I hope he has a good time.
Let's move on to community topics here.
I think James is
Takes
good
way
at that.
too long for this.
You're pretty good at that.
I'm actually really good at editing text. Like if you see what I can do, like when I just like shift and control and highlight and stuff, like
Whoa, you're a professional.
like I'm really good at that.
Professional.
I mean,
I just-
look, when you
Have
wrote,
you seen this?
when you've written 100-page FAQs, like
Oh,
I
yeah.
have, and also did like flow charts for Alpha 3 and how you can flip and stuff like that, you know, you get good at that kind of thing.
You did Alpha 3 flowcharts?
I did a flowchart on when you can flip, like on the flip mechanic
Yeah.
and stuff like that. And I had this whole flowchart written all entirely in ASCII
Holy.
art.
Oh, man.
Let me see if I can find that for you.
Have you seen this?
Yeah, I just think it's really cool.
David is checking out the advertisement for a Red Bull event, which is breakdancing, and they actually got
Ryu?
like a CG Ryu to breakdance in it. It's super sick.
It's really cool.
actually.
I saw that this morning and I was like, I don't know why this exists, but I'm about it.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's one of those things that I saw and I was happy about.
I was bothered by it at first. I'm like, this is going to be dumb. And then he
Yeah.
started, I'm like, okay.
Yeah,
it's
that's
pretty
what
cool.
was my
No,
response.
it's true. People are saying pro editors use VM or Vim. Yes, that's actually true. But let's see here.
Dang, James is actually pulling up the old stuff.
Dude, I am pulling out my flowchart.
What the heck?
Oh man, I miss these old FAQs.
Oh god.
When they have when they have the input layout, but they're all just lines, making sure.
Dude, seriously, like this.
Everybody had their own like input. Format,
Yeah.
Like some had the little lines, you know.
Things like this is the reason I started making video content, because the content all looked like this, and I was like, no one should have to do this.
Well, they shouldn't be looking like this anymore.
Yeah.
I wrote this when this was like in freaking 1999,
Right.
dude.
Yeah, video didn't
So,
exist.
Technology was not available,
this-
Mr.
this was my
Sajam.
first-
Jeez.
This is my flowchart, see? So you
Text
get
was the
knocked in
height of
the air,
technology
can
at
you
the time.
flip, what do you do, all this stuff here, all this
Oh
stuff.
my
Like, this was
God.
my flowchart.
Great
that I
googly
wrote.
moogly.
There you go, dude. So there you go.
I'm gonna come
Oh,
back
it's
and
old
check
timey,
that out.
you know.
Googly moogly.
Old timey response to that
My
old timey text.
FAQs, my FAQs are the best.
What is that Pokemon's name?
But
Garbador.
my FAQs are the best.
Garbador has the
I'm
appearance
gonna
of
go
a
back
pile
to
of
better
trash.
should my FAQs get? More better.
More better.
This is like his official
More
like,
But they're the
Yes.
best.
breakdown.
But are you a different animal and the same beast?
Beast. What does that
What
mean?
does that mean, Kobe Bryant? Okay. Well, do you want to talk about that voice actor union strike could actually affect Injustice 2?
Oh sure.
I'll do it.
Yeah. Dude,
I'll do it.
I'll do it.
The four of us could cover pretty much most of the
and
cast.
I've been told by
No, I'm not
professionals
Scab.
my voice would be good. Just saying.
Dude,
I'm no scab.
I'm
friends.
telling you, man, I wanted to be a cartoon voice.
I always thought voice acting sounded super
Yeah, that's
fun.
something that I've always wanted to do. So
Like, I feel like I have a
100%
big
down with
range.
that.
I could do like Eeyore, or like
The look on James' face was
What?
pure
somebody else
terror.
that's boring and pretty
Oh.
generic.
Oh yeah, some slow, uninteresting character.
Yeah, I have that, no problem.
All right.
I'm no scab. I support them.
You wouldn't do it?
Dude, if they
of course
offered
not.
you,
No.
what if they were like, look, we don't have any money to do the background noise in Injustice. We just want you to make a bunch of noises.
What if they wanted you to make
the music.
round-ending fart noises?
They want you
Like,
to do
you punch them in the
Bo-Right
butt and
Show.
they're like, brand, and they like fall. You wouldn't do that?
They're like,
see,
look,
exactly.
Look, they're like, look, Mortal Kombat 11, Bo Ride Show. We want you to do all the fart noises.
Ooh,
You
that'd
could
be
supply
crazy.
your own farts or use your mouth.
David comes in. He's like, yeah, I got a bunch of bananas and fruits because they gassed me up a lot. I also saved these farts from last night. It's in a closed Ziploc bag.
He gets into the booth and he's like,
Sir, we don't need the smell.
David is like, what is this? What are we going to do with this? I don't need any of these instruments to get them out of my workspace. I'm going to need a lot of Taco Bell.
if they offered you that, there's no way you would turn it down.
There's no way.
Well, I wouldn't be doing voice acting. I'd be a Foley artist.
That would be that would be the cop out. What if you ran
I wouldn't be
into
breaking the union.
What if you ran into the fart guy though? What if it was like, that was my job, you asshole?
Well, he wasn't a voice actor.
But what if he was the fart guy and that was part of what
He
if
was
he
a
was
voice actor / fart guy.
And that's
he's
an
on
appropriate.
strike.
That's
Well, he
an
can still work
appropriate
in a
insult,
Foley,
calling
actually.
him the asshole.
Yeah,
right?
you're an asshole.
Because he's the fart.
You're not the
noise.
fart anymore. You're the asshole. Because-
Professionals. You would definitely do it.
I wouldn't break the union, man.
Alex
do it
Jebaited
for free.
has left Avid to work full time on CEO. He's going full esports, but it was also announced that
The
he's going to be
DreamHack.
helping with DreamHack
Yeah.
as well. So Jebaited is definitely moving
You
to
know,
a more esports direction.
Yeah, I liked all the years he put in over at Avid and all the cool things
I
he
know,
did there.
right?
So
dude?
what kind of parts are you looking for here? Cracks knuckles.
Look, what are we talking here?
So I got the secret technique. It's called the rumbler. Stand outside the room.
But
I
yeah,
got
I mean, seriously, like this
You guys
whole
better have
time,
good soundproofing, guys.
I still don't
need
know what
level
Avid
3
was supposed to be.
I don't know,
It's
dude.
not saying that Avid is done. It's just saying he left them.
He
Right.
left Avid, but I still don't know what Avid is necessarily.
Well, they had some. You could play against each other, right?
I don't think they've
Right.
launched it yet.
Has
No,
it
they
actually
haven't,
been
as far as
launched?
I know.
Okay. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
but Jebaited, I mean, shout outs to him. He's definitely making a pretty a leap, right? He's gonna try to do this full time, and he even had a tweet one time where he was like, "Imagine what I could do with CEO if it was my full time job."
That's true.
And it sounds like he's gonna try to do it. And I know this year CEO is gonna be at Wyndham again, but it is the last year. Next year it's gonna be moving to Daytona.
Yeah.
And he's talked about the venue and how crazy it is
Yeah.
and everything like that. So.
Yeah, he'll still be doing CEO, of course.
Yeah,
It's just,
so
you know,
let's go.
also DreamHack.
He looks a lot nicer in that photo.
Yeah, that's a really good
Real
picture of
life.
him.
Like that's.
He was like
That actually looks terrifying on the screen, because like it just looks like he has a black hole in his head right now.
Well, if you scroll down to see there, it's not as it kind of does.
Well, it's also because that monitor is bad too.
Whoa.
That got really
shouldn't have
trippy.
done
I didn't
that.
like that.
I should not have done that. Sorry, guys. I apologize.
Infinite far.
Damn, he
black
just
hole.
hit like Inception right there, dude. My eyes almost rolled into the back of my head. You almost lost me, dude.
I cannot believe Jebaited is a global emoticon.
Yeah, I can't believe it's on. What's the name of the Encyclopedia Dramatica or whatever it is?
What? What are you talking about?
I heard that it's on.
Let's not do
That's
this
too
now.
much for
That's-
Jebaited.
Are
that's
you
Dude.
way
talking
too
about
much.
like Urban Dictionary or something? Or?
No, I heard something about this.
Yeah, I also heard it too.
Oh, Know You're Mean. That's what it is. Yeah. Yeah, that's the first one that comes up. I don't understand. James, I'm gonna need you to pull up the internet.
Yeah,
Use your powers to summon the
I'm
internet.
gonna need you to pull up the Google.
yeah. Pull up the Google. This is gonna be good.
I just need you to Google for.
Can
Do you
we get
want
this?
me to do this live?
Yeah.
Yes,
Put it on-
yes,
put
yes.
it
Put
on
it on the
the-
screen.
Yeah.
Yeah, please do.
Oh, boy.
Our show might get shut
What are
down.
you doing? What are you doing to me, guys? What are
It's
you doing to me, guys? What are you doing to me, guys?
All right,
What am I
type in.
googling? What am I googling?
Type in.
Type in Jebaited, because Encyclopedia Dramatica, right? So
Jebaited,
Jebaited,
and then-
Encyclopedia.
Encyclopedia.
Just Encyclopedia. That's enough.
And then
That'll get you where we need you to go.
Hit enter. Hit enter.
Should I do this, Steve?
Well, I wonder if it's like.
I don't know, dude.
Is it tailored to me? I hope not. All right, go.
It's definitely tailored to you.
First result.
Damn, you definitely got Jebaited, dude. You hella got Jebaited.
Jebaited.
Hella Jebaited. Oh, I wouldn't have did it. I just didn't want to ruin the joke. But I would have did it.
Why was that the first result? You should see the picture that shows up when you click on it.
Yeah, you might as well just click through.
Yeah, in the other community news, Flipside has added Rolinho and Glitch to their fighting game division.
Oh, man's face.
come on.
There's something happened there.
That photo is so good.
I can't look at it.
James, you're not gonna do it, huh?
Don't do it. James, don't do it.
If you pull it up, I feel like Stream Monsters will die of laughter. I think you might have to pull it up.
Ooh.
I'm actually really happy for Glitch that
It's
he
safe
got
for
signed
work,
by
I promise.
Flipside. Glitch
Not
has
even-
been a strong
Your eyes
player.
are red with tears right now. This
Strong
is
player
ridiculous.
If you're at home,
in the New York
please just
scene
look.
for a very long time. I'm also really happy that
Professionals.
Rolinho
Professionals
has been
over
signed
here.
as well. Berlino has been showing that he's been doing well, and he is in the Capcom Cup this year.
I can't look at this. James, you gotta look.
That photo is just. See now, James.
You gonna
is
pull it up?
looking-
All right. Just pull it up.
It's just the stream. Because I'm looking at what's on the stream. And right now there's nothing absurd, but there
James,
could
you
be.
gotta look. It's so
There
good.
could be.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, boy.
Thank you
Yeah.
guys for tuning in to this episode of Ultra Gen Tuesday Show.
Ooh, it
Jesus.
was a good one. You have to look it up at home stream, I promise.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like it's hard for everybody to go find it right now.
It's I mean it's like not a new entry and
That picture is something else. Oh man.
Well, I think that's all we have for the evening.
I'm not gonna be here next Tuesday
Well,
because it's the election. And either I'm gonna be I was gonna say partying, but that's not really the word. I'm gonna be sighing a sigh of relief.
Mm-hmm. Or leaving the country.
Kind of like a disappointed but like it had to be done sigh of relief.
Yeah.
Or I'm not real sure. I haven't really charted out the course of action for the alternative yet.
Yeah.
I've definitely.
it's a bit worse
My
than-
Canada Cup trip was me
Is it
scouting as
preemptive?
well.
Yeah,
I was scouting
Toronto
locations,
was
man.
really nice.
Toronto was beautiful.
I was
Might be seeing you guys a lot sooner than
We
later.
had a lot of conversations with various like Uber drivers and such
Yo,
about
everybody
it.
wanted to talk about it. All
Yeah.
the Uber drivers we have
Wait.
wanted to talk about
What's the date? No, somebody just reminded me. King of Iron Fist North American Finals.
10th is the
It's
10th.
10th. So that's next week, right?
Yes, it is.
Oh, so
That
Steve
is-
won't be here either.
Yeah, I won't be here either.
So there's probably no show.
Oh no, wait! It's the 9th, actually.
It's
It's,
the
a
ni-
Wednesday.
it's the 8th and the
Wednesday.
9th.
Yeah. So it'll.
So
be
I
on the
definitely
9th.
won't be here.
Yeah.
So you won't be here.
Well, if you want to do it,
We're
James,
gonna
if you
we'll
wanna
be
do
doing
it-
King of the Hill, but we'll
If
see
it's
what
gonna be
happens.
hard for you to get
right.
over here from King of the Hill and stuff like that,
Yeah.
you know.
It took
It's
us like an
definitely
hour
a
to
lot
get here.
longer than
That
we
was
thought.
crazy.
It took
We'll
me-
see. There might be a show next week. We'll see.
Okay, if not, let's put it this way: if there's no show next week, I will just do a stream.
Yeah,
I'll
okay.
just stream myself playing.
And we could
something
probably
like
do one
that.
later in the week because I think nothing's happening next weekend that we're going to. Right?
Yeah,
Yeah, next week. Would be
I
great.
hope not.
Yeah.
So.
Dude, so man, I can't wait to go vote next Tuesday. Next Tuesday, I can't look at it
Control tab.
because like if one of the
Control
things
tab,
if he wins, like I'll never see Steve again. Like I lose my commentary partner.
Oh yeah, I'm
Because
out of
there's
here,
no way
baby.
he will allow you to continue living in this country, or you will choose to.
And also another thing is, if Trump wins, then we won't have any KOF players anymore.
No,
So-
there's no. You
Yo.
know, not only that, but I said like I was talking about this on my stream. Like, I feel like he's gonna like. I have the worst possible case scenario if he wins for me. I feel like it's the worst for me, and you would think not. But first of all, I'm losing Steve. There's no way he's surviving if this happens.
I'm out of here, baby.
Rip
I'm
is
counting
also
them.
gone, so there's no Wizard World crew. I have no commentary co-partners. I feel like he's gonna like intern all Asian people or something. He's gonna
Yeah.
put them in internment camp, and then my dating pool is now gone. I have no
Just in
chance.
case you guys don't know,
And also
my boy
Jared-
Jam is all about the Asian girls.
Weird.
and then now James Chen will be gone because all Asian people will get like
Yep,
put
and
in
you're
internment
old
camp.
too, man.
And then it'll be me and David commentating things, and we're gonna sound the same on all the stuff.
Man, can I hide in team whiteness? Can I still?
Yeah,
Oh
you
yeah,
can try.
you can pull it off.
Can I do
You
that?
can pull it off.
Yeah,
You can pull
that's
it
true.
off.
I just got to make sure I don't grow out the beard too much. and,
Yeah.
I can't wear glasses as often.
No,
You may
you
have
gotta
to.
really
You may
whiten
have
it
to
up.
give up real matzo ball soup.
Yeah, you
You know
really
what's
gotta.
gonna, you know what
you
else?
gotta
You know
fix
what
it.
else? You won't be eating any apple cores either, man.
No,
That's a dead
definitely.
giveaway. Throw
Yeah,
your ass
that's
right out of the
100%
country.
your
I've seen it, man.
Yeah, if I'm gonna save the money on an apple core, it's like a dead giveaway, right? Dead giveaway. Is that what you're going for, Steve? Thanks.
Like I said, worst possible case scenario for me. Literally, no one would have it worse.
Yo, Team Latinas, all right, okay.
It's gonna be a weird time. You know what? Unless this has changed. No national newspapers, no local, no like major newspapers have endorsed Donald Trump. But you know which ones have?
You leaned in really close.
KKK's newspapers did.
Oh, why wouldn't they? I mean,
I'm just saying, the guy's
KKK.
newspaper endorsements are whatever nowadays. It's just like a sign of it, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't actually matter. But like the fact that even like longtime Republican ones didn't endorse the guy, and yet the only ones that did it are absurd ones. What a time!
Absurd
What a time
ones.
to be alive.
yo, remember when we were eating? That's gotta be really weird for you guys. So what do you want to eat? Like, when we went to get food and the lady was all like, man, that's gonna suck, man.
She's like,
what was
about talking
When we
about
went to
Donald
get food in Canada, and the lady was talking to us about the election when she came to the table, and she was like, "Oh, my birthday is November, whatever it is, and we're gonna be."
at
Do you not
restaurant?
remember
At the
this?
restaurant? Yeah, sure.
Which restaurant was
We
that?
got, you guys are old. Jesus Christ!
Oh, this is when we.
No, it was when we went out with Carter and Spencer.
Okay.
Moral of the story is,
Anyway,
it
yeah.
might have been a good time
For
commentating
Canada,
with
it
you.
was hilarious. They all wanted to talk about it.
But they actually said that their news is covering it a lot because they're all worried
there's
about.
The implications
for
of what could happen
exactly.
globally, you know.
Yeah. All right. Well,
Well,
good luck, everybody.
Next Tuesday.
Next Tuesday is going to be a wild one.
Make it
Also,
a break time.
chances are legal weed in California will be coming in.
Yeah, it's a
based
strong
on the
chance.
polls.
Too bad I probably won't be here.
Yeah, it's going to be a
not-
blast for all the wasps left over.
Dude, there's definitely
They're going to have a good old time.
there's definitely a few houses
Yeah.
that will probably be far more fragrant in the
Yeah,
FGC.
yeah, that's for sure.
Sorry.
Man,
Or
Steve's
less,
reaction.
because in countries that have decriminalized it or legalized it, there's actually a lower rate of usage.
Really?
Yeah, it's not considered like weird, right? It's like not a rebellious act.
Well, I think that's it. Is that it?
I think so.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen,
James.
check out the rest of that politics rant on David's stream. He'll take care of that for you guys.
Me?
Oh man, I can't even do it.
No, I feel like if you did a stream like that, I would be so in there. Like,
Would you?
I personally would watch it. Let David know if he did his thoughts on like political take worldwide. Let him know that
Including
you
fart
enjoy,
noises.
including fart
That
noises,
would be
fart
very
noises,
good.
and the politics
Well,
around
they go
it.
hand in hand nowadays.
It's actually kind of dangerous though, right? Because like talking about politics, religion, or the Great Pumpkin is always a problem, right?
Yeah, the Great
James.
Pumpkin.
Yeah,
dude.
that's the common three.
Those are the three.
Like what? You slurred the last part of that. I didn't hear any of that.
Those are the three.
All right.
It's impossible to talk about the guy. Like you can't say anything about him without being over the top. You can't say anything without being over the top about him.
So-
but those are the realities.
That's real
So
life.
no, it's real, but it sounds impossible to talk about him because it's you for people who support him when they hear things like, oh, guess what? He's going to be facing a trial for actual raping a child. That's a real thing that's coming up. It's real. It's going to happen. Maybe it didn't. Maybe like he didn't actually do it, but that's really a trial that will be happening.
Yep.
So
100%.
when you say something like that, if you support Donald Trump, that just you're like, what? That's impossible. There's no way. It's too crazy, but it's real. So I don't know how to talk about him.
So it's two.
I don't know what to do. It's weird.
It's two instances in which I'm going to refer to Facebook, and it's both about Trump, right? So one of my friends put on his status that he would be deleting people for their political choices.
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh,
You
I
saw
think I know
that?
who you're talking about.
So one of my friends did this. I'm not going to put his name out there. I don't feel like it's good light to put on anything, but that's definitely what happened. And people went under and was like, oh, man, I think it's cool that you do or don't. And I told him, I was like, look, man, I understand what you're saying. I was like, because if somebody says yay to one thing, they could be technically saying yay to other things that kind of fall in the same line of those things. Like, I feel like all those things are very connected, if you ask me. So when he said that, I didn't say I was for or against the support. I'm just saying I can understand how you can make that decision. Secondly, it was a video of Bryan Cranston talking about Donald Trump, and I put it on my Facebook page. So if you're one of my Facebook friends, you should definitely check it out. And it definitely boiled down to kind of like exactly what you said. It's like he says all these crazy things, and some of the things he says comes out really extravagant, but they're really big. One, two is just the fact that everything surrounding this person is nothing uplifting. There's nothing uplifting about this guy. But anyways, like I said,
it's also bad because it leads to people saying things like, but you, let's see, what was the thing? You can't really support Hillary either, like she did, whatever, she's also gross. People always want to equate the two sides, and often in politics, that's reasonable.
yeah, I mean, that's what you're supposed to do. It's like
I get it, like it's hard, like typically you don't have candidates that are like so wildly crazy that like you can't equate them. So everybody's used to doing that. So when people hear that Donald Trump is going to be on trial for raping a kid, the reaction is, well, Hillary's also terrible. I mean, I don't love her, but like it's absurd.
That's kind of difference that you can hold it.
It's like factually absurd to equate the two on any level. It really is.
Yeah.
The Clinton Foundation might have some problems. Well, maybe so, but it turns out the Trump Foundation is literally an illegal sham that's been attacked by the Attorney General of New York and other states now. Like, it's that kind of thing. Like, you can't equate the two, but he's so wild, and typically you do equate candidates that people end up taking wild positions for Clinton, thinking that she is just as nuts. She's not. She's a, like, mildly objectionable candidate, whatever, but, like, he is
the funny thing is, like,
quite a unique fellow.
Everything that people say about Hillary being part of the political career, she's corrupt, she lies,
right.
she has evil emails, whatever. It's like, that's like everything that Trump does, but like 10 times worse.
Yeah, the emails, I don't like the emails issue either, but like...
I mean, like, if you want to weigh him out.
Yeah, like, did you hear that Trump, when he sues... So first of all, he doesn't pay people who work for him, right? Mm-hmm. When he fought a legal case against somebody who sued him for not paying him, he didn't pay those lawyers. And now there's some pollster in his campaign who is suing him for like $700,000 that he's refusing to pay. Like that level of like sort of bad personness,
That's
whatever.
just-
It's like a different story. It's
That's
like
complete.
a unique.
That's a core
uniquely
thing.
different
That's like
story.
if someone says, if Donald Trump couldn't even be my friend on Facebook, if I like, it's not a thing that would happen because that's something that you don't get along with in general. You can't be like, oh, he's not that bad. No,
Worst possible case
I'm
scenario.
sorry. Like,
yeah, like it's important to be realistic about it. And
Worst possible case
like I
scenario.
get that people want to find fault in Clinton too. And there's some there.
And there
but
are
you don't-
definitely faults.
Like you don't have to invent anything. There's some there, but don't like make it seem any worse than it is because on the other side is
I can't wait.
probably
to
the
vote.
worst candidate in American political history.
Yeah. I mean, I literally believe that if he won, like, this country will fall apart. Like, I have no
He
doubt.
said Saudi
about that.
Arabia can have nukes.
what, dude? If Trump becomes president, it's gonna look like the Savage Land in
It's just-
Lion
it's
King.
so
Like
strange.
that's what's gonna happen. It's
Like-
gonna look like,
like-
when Scar took over the Pride Rock of
Yeah,
Lion King.
all right.
That's what you. If that's what you
That's
want.
fair.
Go ahead, vote for Trump. I'm just saying.
right.
I'm trying to eat healthily. You know, I want to understand the circle of life. Trump does not understand the circle of
man.
life. Anyways,
An FBI operative this week alleged that the Kremlin might actually have some actual power over Donald Trump. He might really have ties to them. That's a real thing that an FBI operative said. It's like a qualitatively different.
yeah,
thing.
you can't
It's like
even. They're not.
even.
You can't even equate the two. It's kind of.
Anyway, this is going nowhere.
Yeah.
The hardest
I
part
hope
is
to
that
never have to talk about this. Come
The-
I would watch this.
the
If
hardest-
David did it,
the
I would
hardest
be
part about it
tuned
is,
in.
like, no one's changing anyone's minds at this
Yeah,
point.
no,
you
but
know?
right,
That's the
because
hardest part.
if you hear that your candidate is this just really terrible guy, you want to say just as a reflex, it can't be that bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or the other side.
Well,
is
the other
as bad,
side's- yeah,
just
yeah.
as bad or worse. But you got to be you have to be like
When you
real
find out
about
one
it,
of your
you know?
candidates is Garbador.
yeah. Right.
It's Garbador versus Trubbish. I'm voting for Trubbish.
Not quite as bad. No, it's like what was the Keys one that you didn't think was that bad? The Keys Pokemon? You were like,
Oh,
Key
yeah, the
Pokemon's
Keys
not
one.
that bad. Right? It's not that bad. And then the other one is
It's Garbador.
Literally garbage.
literal garbage.
Man.
Garbage versus Keys.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so that was your political discussion on Ultra Chen TV.
Not much of it. It's
We
like
can
a
get-
political agreement.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
it's
Just
hard.
two
It's hard to
cents.
find somebody in our place and time who
in Los Angeles.
is for
area,
Trump.
yeah.
Or in sort of our
Although-
general community of folks.
No, don't
I'm
blow
just
them
gonna
up.
skip. I'm just gonna skip. Okay. Anyways, thank you guys.
I just
for
want to say that a
tuning
third party is
in.
not really a real option. All right, I organized for Nader in 2000. All right, I was a Ventura County youth organizer for that guy, and although I wasn't the cause of Bush being elected, and Nader maybe even wasn't anyway, considering how the votes went in Florida, yada yada. More Democrats voted for Bush than voted for Nader, whatever. I did have a role to play in that guy getting elected. I did. It's people like me who made that happen.
Hope you're happy with yourself.
I'm not, and I would hate for other people to like
Feel the
have
same
that
way.
realization later on that you have to be real about what the system is. It's a two-party system.
Yep.
That's how winner take all always goes.
Yep, it's a very real thing that I don't
It's
think
legit.
a lot of people are looking at
It's
for
real.
how serious of a thing that it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta be serious
I
about it.
wish it wasn't like that, but it is. All right.
American politics over.
Good night.
Video
Fuck your hair,
games,
that's
ladies
weird.
and gentlemen. Hope you guys enjoy it. Central Fiction is out. Go buy that. Also, this coming up weekend, Red Bull Battlegrounds. You do
We'll all
not
be
want
there.
to miss that. All four of us are going to be there. There's some crazy things that are going to be happening there that I'm not even aware of. It's just I'm getting news that there is some crazy stuff happening. So
Yep.
definitely do not want to miss that. Tune it in. That will be on. I'm sure that'll be on Capcom Fighters, right? Or was it going to be on Red
Red
Bull?
Bull
I feel like it'd be
Esports.
crazy if it's not on Red Bull.
Really?
It might be on Red Bull Esports.
It might
or
be on
Capcom
both.
Fighters. It could be on both.
Follow our social channels
Definitely
and you'll
check
find
that
out.
Video games, they're the best. Play
We
them.
all like video games.
They're fun. Peace out, everybody.